Hello everyone, welcome to 10th episode, 11th episode of Sens, the philosophical role-playing game. My name is Simon and I am super excited to be here today. We're about to commit some war crimes, y'all. Anyways, before we get to that, this is the map of the North Pole base, and in the real world on top and in the shadow world at the bottom, the things that you see that are slightly transparent are just things that I've prepared that the players can't see yet. And all of the Omega symbols are traps designed by Bean, Alistair Oakbarrel and his group of characters that he's added using the immersion system. So, by the way, Idris, did I give you an extra point for Solange?
I think, yeah, I did it.
Okay, cool. In this case, we are ready to go. Last we had stopped, you were all at the Sub-Zero port, which is going to be right here, and I'm going to move you to the map of the port. Alright, you were asking General Costa what the plan was. The General is going to answer. Give me just 1 second. And he's going to say, "All right, we have 3 win conditions for this mission. The first is to get as many people as possible to the back of the cave near where the railgun's base of operations is. The second is we need Admiral Ghost to deploy some human troops that have eyes on the base. I know from the intel that we have of Ghost, he is going to want to have eyes on the scene, and he can't do that with Quadrillas because the Quadrillas don't have the equipment required for that. So we need to get to slow the whatever troops he sends down here long enough for him to deploy humans. And the last win condition is that they must have eyes on the back of the base once we have everybody there. Those are our win conditions. Just stay, just hold them back as long as possible while we finish evacuating the last people. I'm going to be coordinating the defense back from headquarters. Solange Stormwall is going to be taking over command of the harbor. So.
Okay, this is the general, right?
Huh?
This is the general, right?
Yeah, that was General Gladys Costa.
Okay, and I'm going to over the comm system, like, okay, General, a quick update. I actually run an extra secret team in the base. They're specifically designed as saboteurs.
Okay.
Honestly, I wanted to maybe use them on a mission sometime, but then I decided that it would be very profitable to let them run the base. Some of my experiments may have been noticed by people. You know, the traps with paint and stuff.
Oh, yeah, those. Yeah, I know. I punished you for these multiple times. You were
yeah. I'm just. This is a small confession.
Mitya?
Those traps can actually be armed with actual ammo.
Tell me he's joking. Somebody.
It's like, General, we're around the base right now. I can just, like, I have a special ops team. I can send someone over just to give you a small briefing.
Yeah, please do that. Have them meet me at the headquarters.
Can you knock on the wall?
I swear.
Are you?
No, like right now he's in the harbor with y'all.
In that case, I'm gonna go over the comm system, and you guys hear me like mess around with the channels for a moment, and you hear some feedback, and then you hear like a weird mechanical voice. It's like,
You're doing the weird mechanical voice really well.
Yeah, I'm just like, of course, like, Omega, can you hear me? It's like, yes.
Right.
In general, like, we have a problem. There are enemies approaching the base. Just prepare for contingency plans in case we need to abandon base.
Roger, Roger. And like he's gonna.
Omega basically just going to patch through the comm system and go like,
okay.
Guys, can you activate some of the traps? No, not yet. There's still civilians.
Yeah, there's still civilians. That the general is going to say, okay, listen. If you blow up any people on our side, I'm gonna have you court-martialed so hard that you will that you will never get out of like toilet cleaning duty for the rest of your life. Okay, but if it's useful to us, then just use those straps. All right, slow down the enemy.
And I'll personally smack you if you do it. Damn it.
That reminds me, I may need to run around the base a little bit for personal reasons. I have some possessions around the base that I sort of need.
Please try to. No, like you're an important asset to defend the harbor, which is one of the main entrance points into the base. We need you to stick around here. You use the people you said you recruited to take care of those things for you. Understood?
Yes.
All right.
Also, if there's some problem at the main communication center, basically the headquarters, you should probably ask.
Okay, you're okay. Sorry, Bean. Bean. Your audio is breaking up awfully, worse than last time. I'm sorry. Can you try turning off the camera and reloading?
I'll be.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was basically it.
No, Bean. We can't hear you.
Do you have tokens for that?
Bean, we can't hear you. Turn off your camera.
Hello?
Another weird phrase.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
No, please dude, turn off your camera and roll 20.
Yeah. It's like annoying again. I'm gonna reboot Roll20 real quick.
Okay.
Can you still hear me though?
We can hear you a little bit better, yeah. So
where did I cut off?
You cut off around if the communication something.
Yeah. The communication. Did I mention Tech Priest Penta?
Yeah. Tech Priest Penta. Yeah.
Basically, I also have a present for him. And then it's like sort of like show the nuclear batteries to the general and like
right.
He might want.
So you're telling your friend Panta the engineer to come and pick up the nuclear battery you picked up from Sydney.
No, he's at ground base. He's gonna be setting up like a separate system, basically connecting up some of the traps and being able to activate them manually from where he is. He's basically going to hack into the separate system for the trap.
Yeah, he's gonna be activating the trap system that you created between sessions. All right, cool. So, all of your characters are like getting ready at the port. Around you, you see multiple soldiers of the resistance, knee deep in the salt water of the sea. Some of them have higher ground positions and are ready with different weapons. Most of them have assault rifle type weapons, the autoguns that you had in the first game session. Like, you are aware that those things might not do a lot of damage to heavily armored enemies, but everybody is just getting ready.
I have one extra question.
Yes.
Do you have avatar tokens for the characters I made as well?
For the Omega team?
Yeah.
I can get some really quickly.
I just need one for Sparks, basically the runner.
For Sparks, you got it.
Character I made.
Okay, yeah, I'll get
Just
you
gonna
one.
press through the comms. Just for reference, I'm gonna pass him the nuclear battery and say, get this to Penta.
Okay. All right.
At headquarters.
Okay, so Sparks is your runner.
Yeah.
Okay.
For reference, he also has a jetpack.
It probably won't be as high-end as the jetpacks your characters have, but that's...
Wonky jetpack. I love wonky jetpacks.
Yeah. Okay, so this is... Here we go. And it's...
Just like some generic propulsion system to get to places fast.
Okay, yeah.
Can you have a jetpack and a bike?
Okay. So yeah, while Solange, while Officer Stormwall is basically like setting everything up, you're going to see this one civilian run up to Alistair, talk real quick, and get handed the nuclear battery that you stole from Sydney, and just run off towards the headquarters with it. Yeah, so Officer Stormwall is saying, right, we don't know exactly what we're up against, most likely Quadrillas. Some of you have already faced them and seen how dangerous they are. Our goal here is not to destroy them. Our goal is to hold them back. So as soon when they arrive, start to tactically retreat. Get behind cover. Use everything that you've got and slow them down as much as you can.
Yeah. Can I? I'm really sorry, officer. I have a question.
Yes. I
What
was going to say the four of you have already faced against Quadrillas, so your input and insight into the preparations will be useful.
Nice. What is Team Alpha set to do?
Team Alpha is currently helping cover other entry points into the base.
Okay. I think one of the things we should consider is that Quadrilla can basically do the trip between two realities as well as we do. So they could theoretically go through the shadow world. So we need at least to have someone who does back and forth between the two realities to check that Quadrillas aren't sneaking in. Because if they do, we can't stop them physically, or we need to have a team in the shadow world. But if we can avoid it, I think it would be set much better.
That's a good plan. I'm gonna I know Team Alpha is already stretched in the different tunnels that they're guarding, so one of you is going to have to be the lookout in the shadow world.
Okay, I think I can do it because I'm more effective in the shadow world.
All right.
Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna pop between places and run around base real quick. I have some shortcuts around the base and some places I need to go.
Okay. All right. So you can use the fact that you are invisible to sneak away from the officers that told you specifically to stick around. So I'm gonna
do that real quick. But like for now, I'm still hanging around because they're still giving us information.
Okay, I respond to you through comms and say, Alistair, let me be super clear about this. And I do it in such a way that Solange cannot see that I'm talking low through the comms. And I say, okay, I'm going to be super clear about this. You can go, we can't stop you. But if you are not here when you are needed, I will personally murder every single one of your pets that you're going to have in the rest of your life. I'm going to empty your stash of treasures and throw them into the sea. Okay? So be there when the fun breaks out.
Treasures, like, I just wanted to collect them around the base. I mean, I can do that while
go around the base all you want. Just be there when shit happens.
Okay.
Oh, definitely. I want another Quadrilla.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, everybody reset your immersion to start of game immersion and add 1 point of immersion to that. And all right, I'm putting you back on the map of the base, so you can start running around. I'm gonna let you move your character a little bit. In the meantime, some time for description. After a short period of time, everybody's in position, everybody's just waiting. You start to hear rumbling coming from the surface. Those loud explosion-like, avalanche-like rumbles coming from above your heads. Which is sending ripples in water at your feet. It's uncertain what the enemies are doing, but so far there's no sign of them. The rocking continues for a few minutes before it stops. Okay, Mitya, what did you... Oh yeah, Mitya, you're in the shadow world. Okay. So, Mitya, roll for chaos for me, please.
Yep. Is it night? There's no light in the cavern.
There is, there's no light in the cavern, so you would
I get a +20.
Hmm?
So I get a +20 because I've got Prey Sense goggles.
Nice, and you also get an extra +10 because Quadrillas kind of stand out in the dark.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do that. So
Nice. So you are going to spot that there is a single lone Quadrilla hovering inside of the cave. Let's see. Basically, towards he's flying above the center of the cave, and he seems to be on the lookout for things moving in through here, which is good because you're moving in through here. Give me 1 second.
Am I?
Well, you just appeared, so
yeah, okay.
It's
in the dark.
Yeah.
Also, because we're on the docks, actually, I'm gonna say that as soon as I disappear, I'm just gonna guys, I'll be back in a minute, and I just hop to the shadow world as well, invisible.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Mitya, you are not spotted by the Quadrilla just yet.
Then I will immediately go back to the real world real quick, relay the information on comms, and go back to the shadow world again.
Okay. Right. So, Alistair, you make it into the shadow world as well. You're also going to. You're not far from where Mitya is. You're going to spot that there's a Quadrilla above your position. Here, there's no rumbling. There's only the silence of lone winds who've wandered into this place, and there's no water that's knee deep. What are you guys going to do?
Can I ask a little question about the layout of the base?
Yes.
So the general told us to tactically retreat when we are being attacked to keep the Quadrillas off.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to ask to... Okay, so the base continues basically that way, and the center would be where you're pointing?
No, that's the back of the base. The military headquarters is more towards the center.
Okay, so that's where we are trying to retreat to in our plan.
I don't know if I specified it, but all of those Omega signs are traps set up by Alistair. Just in case anybody...
I did that yesterday evening.
Yeah.
Okay. The description of what each trap is in Discord, but like some of them are not armed yet, and some need like manual activation. The purple ones, for reference, are basically linked to a reservoir with corrosive toxin, which affects armor and is also poisonous. And it's basically there's basically going to be a fire hose or a sprinkler system in the building. And that's why I also put them specifically at some more elevated places. They can basically be used like a turret, but if you use them, it's just gonna be a one-use thing, and there's gonna be acid in the area.
If you would, I think it's preferable if you don't go into the descriptions of what those traps are until they start activating. All right.
But do I understand it correctly that we have the ability to activate them and know where they are?
No. Only Alistair and his team know where they are and know how to activate them.
But we can accidentally run into them also.
Yeah, they're basically
once they're activated, yes.
Common systems in the base, and I can just, if you pass me through the comm system, I can tell someone to activate them or to tell you where they are. Because there's going to be Omega symbols scribed into, like, they're going to be carved into panels or something.
Is the general still out?
The general has already headed towards the headquarters.
Okay, can I find somebody around me who can start of, like, tech support or something like this and ask him for a headset that I could use to connect with the rest of my team?
That's true.
Solange is going to give you access to to basically the harbor's radio that you can use to tap and you can have the glitches tap into the frequencies of the radio to do this. Yeah. The thing is, it's kind of this bulky radio that they're also using at the that another operator is using to relay information from the military headquarters at the same time. So it's at a fixed point.
Okay.
So it's going for you. It's going to be basically. It's going to be set up in this place right here, in this little cabin. Is where the radio is. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
Right. Cool. So, all right. Okay, Bean. Can you tell me a little bit of where you're going while the rumbling is happening and when the rumbling starts to stop? What are you doing?
At first, I'm going to the commercial area, and I'm going to start looting some of my hidden stashes, basically.
Okay.
So I'll be around the commercial area and around maintenance.
Okay. All right. So you are in the physical world.
Okay, so basically Alistair is going to be around the commercial area, and he's going to be looting some of his hidden stashes with jewelry and other weird things. That he
Your
got from
character is a
gambling.
squirrel.
And basically you see him, I mean he is invisible, but you see him like disappear and reappear on the comm system because he is hopping back and forth between the real world and the shadow world because his vaults are actually hidden behind walls. Basically he is going to be around the area, and also if he runs into civilians, he does like appear for a moment and just tell them to like head to the railgun system. And he's just gonna pop around the residential area or the commercial area for. So Alistair is basically hanging around in the commercial area, and yeah, you see him like reappear on the comm system between the worlds once in a while. Eventually, I'm going to be staying in the real world again, just because some of the buildings are present in the real world, but not in the shadow world. So if we're going to be at a higher altitude, it's going to be annoying if I hop to the shadow world.
I think Simon had to head off for a second. We'll wait for him to come back.
Yeah, I'll just wait for him back.
Okay, maybe we can make a tactical plan in the meantime. Should we maybe give like some roles to us so that we know what to do when shit goes down?
Yeah, you still need a headset, but in general, it might be convenient to link you up with my special ops team as well. In case something in an area needs help, they can sort of work from the shadows to help our traps and stuff.
Okay.
Somebody is monitoring some of the traps, basically.
Well, as long as I'm in contact with them over the comm system, I can relay messages and maybe give them orders if you give me the permission.
In general, it's more like they're just monitoring the area and the traps and looking for enemies, because if there's going to be a quadrilla, they're going to probably call me in, and we're going quadrilla hunting.
Alright. So something is going to things are going to start happening. First off, Mitya, you are noticing that the quadrilla that's hovering far above your head is going to concentrate and manifest a device in.
I'll shoot him. I'm aiming while you're explaining what's going on.
So I think you can get up to a +20 or +30 from aiming. I think it's plus 20. So yeah, you're preparing, and you see the quadrilla is manifesting this this sort of tablet-like device with multiple antennas, and it's starting to like work on it, and then it's going to basically turn in your direction.
I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, and this you're I'm gonna let you roll for surprise on your first turn, and in the other world something else is happening. Mitya, can you roll death for me at a +20 to shoot the quadrilla down? And is he within a range where you start getting penalties for range?
Right. I still do normal range.
Okay. I thought your max range was supposed to be something like around 100 meters with. No,
the range for my weapon is 100 meters, so it starts having penalties around 2 times the range of your weapon.
No, beyond, like between 1 time the range and two times the range, and then it can't shoot farther than 2 times the range.
I might have misunderstood.
Yeah, I think so.
There was a thing about 2 times and 3 times. Maybe okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Also, for reference, just I'm going to be rummaging around the commercial area for about like 5 minutes in game
Okay.
time, unless someone help me on comms, basically.
Yeah. After that,
And
what would you be doing?
I'm basically rummaging around the commercial area and getting people to like leave the area as well.
Okay. Yeah. That's. Okay. Weapon ranges. I am having trouble finding it in the.
Same.
It also, what kind of weapon was it? Was that not a heavy build, or right? Something else?
Okay.
I am around the thing where it describes short range.
Okay, I'll let you do that. But still, just make the roll, and we'll apply the penalties afterwards.
I found the description for long range, which is the first one that has a penalty.
Yeah.
Targets that are at a distance of more than double the range of a character's weapon are at long range, and they have -10.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
weird.
That's like it's twice as much as the maximum. Okay, that's all right. Just make your death roll with the bonuses from the Sens, and you rolled a 97. I am sorry. You're going to shoot the ceiling next to the Quadrilla, missing. Oh, and your weapon jams.
Does it?
Yeah.
Can it?
When you roll for ranged weapons, when you roll a critical failure, it jams. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to unjam it before you're able to shoot again. So we're going to roll initiative for this to start, but also something else is happening. Alistair, what do you do after the 5 minutes are up?
I'm going to pop back into the shadow world, actually.
Okay, in this
I'm going to start heading towards the headquarters,
okay.
and the food area somewhere in between.
Okay. In this case, you pop back into the shadow world, and you're going to be present while they start shooting at each other. Alexander and Cody, the silence has sort of spread throughout the base, a silence full of anticipation. And as you are standing there prepared for the fight, some of the resistance warriors that are with you start pointing upwards, not at the murky waters through which the Sub-Zeros come and go, but towards the ceiling. You start to look up and you see this sort of wave of energy slowly moving along the, like spreading along a certain diameter of the ceiling. Apparently a sort of strange shadow power is in action, and the rock of the cave is going to change from black and gray to this brown-white color, and very quickly you start to see some sparks coming off of that material that starts to decompose and very quickly falls like a torrent of snow that immediately catches fire. It's this. It's basically it's basically a material that is raining fiery hell upon your location. So
basically phosphorus.
Huh?
Basically like phosphorus.
Exactly like phosphorus. So
I start moving out of the way of it as much as I can.
All right, it is above most of the Sub-Zeros ports, so you can. I'm gonna put you on the map of the ports, and you can tell me where your character tries to take cover.
See, okay.
Your character is right here.
Yeah. We're not a lot of good places for cover.
No, really not.
This guy? The guy at the top of the map? Don't be this guy.
Okay. I'm close to the large cargo containers right here, right? So maybe I can open one of them and go inside. That seems to be safer than the hut I'm in right now.
Yeah.
Sticker walls?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you start to move as quickly as you can. You open the doors. I'm gonna need you to roll for chaos in order to avoid the effects of this power that's happening. But because you're going towards some place that's nearby and that's well protected, I'm giving you a +20 on your chaos roll. Theo, I would like for you to do the same. Are you also heading towards the cargo containers where you can see like Cody is like running towards?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I see that, I'll go follow.
All right. So the Officer Stormwell is going to yell, "Fuck! It's white phosphorus! Everybody get underwater!" And immediately, like the members of the resistance are going to drop and drop to their knees and go under the water as the white snow starts to fall above you. So Cody, that was with the +20. That's a failure. And Alexander, I also need you to roll chaos with a +20, please.
Okay.
Could have just stayed where I was.
Okay, so Alexander, you are in the cargo containers and you are safe from the damage. You're not safe from the let's see, hammer. Okay, but you do fall to the ground because of the tremors that come with this power, so you are knocked prone. Cody, on the other hand, you're knocked prone, and you're going to take the damage from the.
Wasn't the water rising though? If he's knocked prone, it doesn't mean he is like in the water.
So it becomes somewhat inert in the water, but it is also making the water boil. So everybody. Okay, so this is a power that has a penetration of 0. So Cody, you are taking 13 points of damage, and all of the soldiers that are around you, you can see that most of them just make their way under the water as the white phosphorus starts to fall, blanketing the whole area and turning it into an inferno. And you can see that like some of the soldiers, panicking at the water boiling around them, are getting up back to the surface and are immediately burning to a crisp because of this chemical that's just obliterating and burning everything. I rolled really high on the damage, so unfortunately I've just wiped out most of your troops.
Yeah, I saw it coming. It's like, this is not good. Also, phosphorus, for scientific reference, is about 2,700 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
If
God,
it burns,
damn it.
so yeah.
Yeah, it burns on contact with the atmosphere and it explodes on contact with the atmosphere, which means it spreads really far and really wide. And on top of that, it's poisonous, which means even if you survive the heavy burning from that shit, you will still die from the phosphorus poisoning. That's why it's super duper illegal to use, and that's why I announced I was gonna do a war crime at the start of today's game.
They are really unleashing that on the town right now.
Specifically, they're unleashing that on the port where most of the soldiers are placed. I actually, my bad. I forgot. I needed to roll for the soldiers. let's see. Yeah, here we go. Base soldiers, roll for chaos in order to get out of the way. And unfortunately, they do not get out of the way. They are going to be hit by this pretty heavily. Okay, and as the cloud starts to disperse after like the burning, you can see four figures of the figures of four different quadrillas coming through the hole that they made in the ceiling by turning it into white phosphorus, and slowly hovering down inside of four concentric energy fields. And so give me 1 second.
Should we try and talk to them? I scream into the comm system. Am I also broken?
Alright, so there are... they are slowly dropping here. And that's where we're gonna be at when we start rolling the initiative for everyone. Please.
Question: about the base of railguns, are they still recharging basically?
What?
Are there railguns still recharging the base railgun?
No, they've hidden the railguns underneath the surface so that it's not shot down by the cruiser who's above the surface. Okay. Initiative tracker.
Misha, are you back in the reality or?
No, you two are in the shadow world, and the other two are. Okay, so I think that the best way I can do this is to have all of your tokens on this map. And I will move stuff back and forth between the two maps to to do the other part of the combat. So here we go. Here are your tokens, Idris and Bean, that you can use to roll for initiative. So just
I always forget. I already roll.
It's okay. It's okay. Add turn. And here you go. Cody, I also added yours so that you have initiative access. Okay. Afterwards, I have my quadrillas. Okay.
So I put in the number that I wrote down.
So is the quadrilla that I saw part of before that just appeared in reality, or not?
Sorry?
Still, is the quadrilla I saw still in the shadow world?
Yeah. That quadrilla is specifically there to shoot you down if you come to the shadow world during this combat. So okay, here's my initiative of 13. Okay, and just so that everybody knows, this is what the four quadrillas that you're fighting against in the harbor looks like.
Question: what's in that container basically? I mean, the phosphorus got dropped, but like there's this metal like it looks like some kind of gas or oil.
It's basically just a cargo crate. And Mitya and Alistair, this one with the wings is the one that you are fighting in the shadow world.
Yeah, he's scarier. Okay.
All right.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Cody, you are the first to act. I'm gonna activate battle music, and we're gonna be underway for today's entertainment.
Okay, so for reference, I hop back in the shadow world and I see Mitya basically fighting with I'm just gonna stand there as well. I'm gonna join Mitya in the fight. So when we switch to that one, I'll be in there.
That's what I was assuming.
What question I have? Sorry.
Cody, yeah.
Great. First question I have is what's in the tank?
Sorry, what?
The big one. Do I know what's in the big tank that's next to the Quadrillas?
You said there was a crate. Basically cargo crate.
Oh, no, that thing right here, it's going to be a fuel tank for the Sub-Zeros.
Oh, yeah, okay. See, that's why I asked it.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were asking for this one.
Sorry guys, I think someone has feedback. Is this possible? Because I hear a lot of...
Yeah, I think so too. Cody, do you have headphones?
Try. I also have really bad problems with my internet today. I'm only hearing half the stuff that's happening.
I don't think I have feedback, I just have some lag.
Everybody gets one more immersion point. And, yeah. So... by the way, Cody, you took the 13 points of damage, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you have a lot of life points. It's okay. You've got life points to spare.
Yes, that's fine. So, okay, I would like to shout to Alex, run and try to get closer to the base, and I would like to use Shadow Power to manifest a little flame inside of the tank.
Okay. You are going to use a...
yes.
Yeah.
In the real world.
Okay. So, I'm gonna need you to roll for life, please.
Can't you just shoot like an energy weapon at the tank?
Do you want to? Yeah, you want to activate?
Yes,
okay.
I do want to.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a fact of facilities, which is I was a scout as a where I learned to make fire, so I know how to do it. And in this world, a little handmade spark maker out of wood and the string appears inside of the tank and just rubs really fast against each other.
Fire lighter, basically.
Nice. Alright, in this case it is going to boost the effect. Because you are casting it at fettered as you need to for the power to work, I need you to roll. Oh yeah, you rolled 81, which does not cause a phenomenon of the shadow, and so you are successful. Okay, you're gonna cause a pretty moderate explosion. So Solange has survived, but right now she's like still under the water. And let's see what sort of... Okay, I think yes. What is your... so you're going to do 3d10 plus... you're going to do 3d10 damage plus the damage that you... sorry, plus your power rating.
Which is 4.
Okay.
So that's 20 points of damage.
Okay, so give me 1 second. Yes, it's this one, 1 meter radius, and with a penetration of 10. I'm allowing you to use the stats of Hellish Blast.
Yeah, I was looking exactly at the same thing. It's okay. It's a funny coincidence.
Yeah, like that. Like I told you there were stronger powers in that book, so I knew you'd start looking into it. So penetration 10 means that their quadrilla carapaces are bypassed, but not the rest of the powers that they are maintaining. So, okay, all of them are going to roll for life in order to try to avoid this attack.
What? Oh man!
It's a...
These guys are, when they're quadrillas, their life is supposed to be their highest stat.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have Yeah. So yeah, like basically, you can see like all four of them putting their hands up against the explosion, and the force bubbles that are surrounding them, just stopping the blast of the explosion. But if that's their main defense for the turn, you've just made things easier for your friends. But now it's my turn.
Sorry, it's supposed to be me. There's an issue with the order.
Oh, right, you got it. All right, Mitya, you are first to act.
I didn't remember I needed to roll as well, but it's not connected to the character. Let me just...
Yeah, okay, your token is right here. Please roll, okay. Yeah, 14, 9, nice. Okay, so descending. All right, so the two of you are going to get to act before the quadrilla that is in the shadow world. So you're both here. What are your characters going to do?
I'm gonna turn to Alistair. No, I'm gonna talk to Alistair through the comms, and I'm gonna yell, "Okay, you need to go back to the real world. It's 4 versus 2. They're losing on that side. I can do a 1v1 over here."
How do you know that, though?
I am not supposed to have that information, so I will gladly lose an immersion.
Okay, so yeah, you're cheating, but yeah, you're doing that at the cost of an immersion point. That's fair. You are allowed to do that.
Yeah, but I was just going to say, like, but like, dude, this guy is the one that's doing weird things around the base, right?
Unless you want Cody and Alexander to die, just go over there. I'm better in the shadow world than the real world. And I jump with my jetpack. No, I'm gonna call my wolves.
Okay,
for that turn.
that's a full action. So yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay, well, so basically, the turn order disappears.
No.
You rolled an 82. Would you like to use a miracle?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
And just a quick question for the Quadrillas. Their like energy bubble thing disappeared from the explosion from the other thing. Their like energy shield disappeared from the thing earlier.
No, it's a maintained power. Their energy fields are sticking around. Okay.
Okay, I am gonna use... I'm gonna use RPGs on my thing, be it video games or pen and paper. And basically around me, there's gonna be all of a sudden all sorts of pop-ups with the stats of my character onto it. And then visibly around my character, there's going to be a +10. That's going to be, I don't know, a +30 that's going to appear on all my stats for a split second.
What is the factor you're using?
RPGs on my thing, be it video games or pen and paper.
Okay.
Damn it. I didn't want to do that.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you are able to you are able to summon both of your wolves. Okay. I will go grab. Did I at least save them on my token map? No, I did not. I am a dum-dum. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be your turn, Alistair. Alistair, what are you going to do? Bean?
I'm just gonna say fine, and I'm going to hop to the real world real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am near the other guys, right? Sort of.
Yeah.
The port.
Yeah.
For reference, like, where I'm, yeah, this just need the image basically for some spatial planning. So I'm going to up to the other role again, to the others, and leave it Mitya to deal with the guy in the shadow world.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to have some fun with my grenades.
You're going to have what? Oh, fun with your grenades. Got it.
Yes.
I'm just gonna wait till to like switch back to the other background, I guess, then for the reference.
Okay. Give me copy. Okay, so you are actually pretty far away from the. You're pretty far away from the.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you're. Okay, so you're not reappearing in the port. You're reappearing in the commercial area.
Oh, wait. So I'm still like too far away.
Yeah, to go and help them. Yes, unfortunately. So
yeah.
you would be aware of that, and you would be aware that your movement speed is not enough to go and help them quickly. You might have to deal with the quadrilla in here first.
So could I basically deal with the one in the shadow world while I'm moving?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, of course.
Okay, because in that case, I am going to go full auto at it.
Okay, and you can't move while doing full auto, but yeah, I'm gonna do full auto. Go ahead and roll your attack.
And I have Kraken Bullet. So my range is like 225 meters, so
okay.
I don't really need to worry about that.
Okay.
I'm just scrolling through my weapons to find the heavy boulder. Found it. Oh yeah, wait, I need to roll first for hit. What do I need to roll again for the hit?
Wow, the rolls today are not great. Do you want to use a miracle?
It's been like 3 sessions that has been all.
Honestly, I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, I have like 12 points this session now, and like I haven't used one in a while. I'm gonna save it for flavor, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, which one of your facts are you using?
Use 2 points.
What? Okay,
use a lot of points. Your attack is going to be stronger.
I mean, I do sort of want to see how much devastation these new bullets I have can do. So.
Okay.
Yeah, use multiple points, and your attack is going to be stronger because you're doing full auto.
How many points am I allowed to use?
You can use you can boost your stats up to 100, which means what's your def score right now?
It's pretty high, I think, because I needed like 45 first. I have 54, I think.
So yeah, currently you have 54. If you used 2 points, it would boost you by 46 points. It would give you a plus 46.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. In this case, go ahead and roll. So yeah, it gives you a plus 46, which brings you to which brings you to 36, which means you did 4 hits. Okay, which of your facts are you using, and how does it change the visual world?
I'm just checking real quick which one would be pretty applicable here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I have traveled quite a bit because I'm actually going to walk back towards where the others are. I'm just gonna walk around, and you sort of see me get like, oh, you don't see me actually, but you hear like through the comm system, you hear like the sound of a beach or something, and like waves in the background. It's like. Nice. I'm just gonna place. I've traveled quite a bit, as I'm from originally from the Caribbean.
Okay.
Nice.
So while I'm walking, I'm going to blast full auto, and I'm 4 hits, you say?
Yes. So you roll damage 4 times.
Nice.
What is your penetration on those on the bullets you're using?
8. I have it on this thing. I mean, I think the normal one was supposed to be 6. This one had like +2 at least.
Okay. Alright.
And they're also tearing.
They are tearing? Okay, so yeah.
Tearing. The damage type is explosive, but they are also tearing.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your go ahead and roll the damage 4 times, please. Okay, nice. Those are some good rolls. Okay, so -4, that's gonna be 25.
Yeah, I did love like the I don't know how many bonus I had, but those for the hits, right?
Yeah. Those should all be pretty good hits. Give me just 1 second because I have multiple powers. So I have maintaining the invulnerable flesh, which allows me to block 12 damage with the. Okay, so it's going to be -14 to all damage.
And do I need to roll a critical as well?
Oh yeah. Please go ahead and roll the critical. So that's 25 minus 14 is going to be 11.
I need to roll for the critical actually. Just the critical at the weapon. Just click that.
Yeah.
Like the critical at the weapon.
Yeah. Just click critical under the weapon. The other one is going to do a -2. That's going to be 18. That's going to be an extra 4 points of damage. The third one is going to do, let's see, -3, that's 27. That's going to be 13 points of damage. Oh, Jesus Christ, poor Quadrilla. And the last one is going to do -2, 24, so that's an extra 10 points of damage. Okay, well, there goes most of my life points, and you rolled a 46, and it's explosive, right? So
yeah, it's explosive and tearing.
Yeah. Explosive 46 is in the body, and 4, the blast. No, the force of the blast sends the target sprawling to the ground. The target is knocked backwards 1d5 meters, stunned for 1 round, and knocked prone. So yeah, like I am going to fall to the ground. Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah, it was very
falling
far up. That's gonna be.
There's a recurring joke. There's a recurring joke in people who play Deathwatch is that the reason the God Emperor is on at the top of a pyramid of a bunch of stairs is because stairs are the worst enemy to Space Marines, because armor does not reduce fall damage.
Nice.
Very good. Oh, that's gonna be damage.
Yeah, that is going to be damage. Falling.
This is why I just want to take care of this guy first. My new bullets are nice.
Okay. Blah blah blah. Healing movement. Okay. 261 is the page where there's falling. Okay. 267. I went just a little bit too far. Alright. 261. Here we go. Falling. Okay. To work out the damage, simply roll 1d10 plus 1 for every meter the character fell.
What?
So that's gonna be 62 meters, 60 meters.
Those are the rules?
No way.
A D10
That's
from
like That's very high up.
Doesn't make no sense, no?
Armor offers no protection against falls. Damage from falling is treated as impact damage for the purposes of determining critical effects. The Game Master may adjust the damage depending on the type of surface impacted, as well as abnormal gravity conditions and so forth.
Can't we rule that it's like a D10 for 10 meters?
Sure. It's still gonna be 6d10 plus 6.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you know.
Wait, hold on. Is it 1d10 with a +1 for every meter? And it ignores...
That sounds bad.
Yeah, because that would be 1d10 plus 62. Okay,
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna roll with 6d10. We're gonna tweak the rules a little bit, and we're gonna see if
like 5 more meters is going to hurt already. So
the quadrilla falls to the ground, and their carapace shatters in a blue explosion. You've taken care of them before Mitya had the chance to use his walls. Yep, my turn at the harbor.
Here we go.
Okay, alright, so... yes, alright, first thing that I'm going to do is... one of the quadrillas is going to use a telekinetic power to raise a Sub-Zerus out of the water and try to throw it at you. So hold on, I'm gonna have...
That's very Star Wars of me.
Are there still like troops and stuff left that need like an initiative roll?
Sorry, what?
Like troops and stuff left that need like an initiative roll, or did they all basically burn?
There's still a few of them. We're gonna say that the people the three guys in trench coats and Solange are still there. It's just currently like just currently they're trying to survive mostly. All right, so my character life roll for the use of the telekinetic power. Well, that's a first, but that's all right. So one of them fails to raise the submarine above their heads. The next one is gonna try as well, and succeed. All right. So I'm gonna be throwing it at directly towards Cody, because Cody is the one who shot the tank. So Cody, I'm gonna need
I mean, I did it with a flame inside the tank, but
that's true. That is true. They are.
How is so long gonna get up?
Actually, is it possible for me to try to like combat this power by myself and like try to shot it back and have it like as a parry kind of?
Yes, actually you can. That would use up half of your actions from your turn, but you would be able to try to do a contested roll. So I need you to roll for life, and you're going to need to roll higher than they did.
Oh, that's
playing hot potato with a floating ship.
Oh, nice. All right. So you see one of them starting to raise the Sub-Zerus above their heads and throwing it towards you, and you halt it with your own powers, keeping it in place and then moving it back towards them. I think you're going to be able to like crash it on top of them. So
they still have their power field.
Yeah,
anyway.
they still have their power field. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be like this. So I'm gonna need you to roll the damage for this one, which is going to be roll 3d10 with penetration of 10, please.
3d10 is 13.
So penetration of 10. Okay. They the Sub-Zerus is going to crash on top of them, and you can see the force fields are just going to like quiver under the force of the impact, but they're going to hold, and basically like the Sub-Zerus is going to be unable to penetrate the force fields that they have around them, and it's just going to crash like that where it stands. They're all going to stay together to avoid like to keep each other in each other's force fields, and they're going to just move around to the side. Ah, fuck. Hold on. I should put this in the map area. Give me 1 second. Okay. And map layer. Here we go. Okay. And the Quadrillas are moving onwards. That's 2 of their powers. They are yeah. So one of them is going to start using a fear power on one of the soldiers that is still present. That is a success. You have one of your soldiers who like starts to scream in abject terror and runs up the stairs and is basically fleeing. What is a here we go. In terror. And the last one is going to is going to shoot a vortex of doom in the direction of this soldier that's right here. So all right. So Vortex of Doom. So basically this Quadrilla is going to open a rift between the reality and the shadow that is going to start in destroying anything that comes in contact with it, regardless of wherever they have armor like respirated armor. So give me just 1 second. Vortex. Yes, perfect. No, not this one. This one. This one is prettier. Okay. So it starts with a 2-meter diameter. Let's see. It's in feet. God damn it. Okay. Okay. No. Yeah. Does that? Okay, hold on. That's supposed to be no. We're gonna have to 3 meters this. Okay. All right. Cool. Perfect. That should be correct, and which means that this vortex is way too big. It's supposed to be. Oh yeah. Yay big. Okay. Much smaller.
Is it the one that moves randomly?
Yeah, that's the one.
Ah.
The one I didn't take because it would fuck everything up.
Yeah, that's the one. So it is summoned right on top of this person, who is going to have to try to dodge it. It's a chaos roll, if I remember correctly. Upon contact, roll chaos or suffer 1d10 energy damage that ignores armor and toughness. Oh! He jumps out of the way right on time. So that dude has survived, and now you've got a Vortex of Doom in play. So Theo, from the inside of the container, you can see that something kind of like a wormhole is starting to eat up the ceiling of your of your cargo container and just like ripping bits and pieces of metal off of it, and you hear the steps of a soldier that was above it just like getting off of the container as quickly as they can and splashing in the waters near you. It's your turn. What do you do?
Oh no.
Question, do we see this thing in the shadow world as well?
Technically, it's no. We're not gonna say that it's an interdimensional portal. Yeah. We're just gonna say it's like a ball of destruction.
Yeah, just for future reference, in case I get my hands on one of these anyway.
All right. What is Alexander going to do?
I think for my own safety, I'm gonna go to the shadow world.
Okay. That's
to avoid getting eaten by this thing.
Okay, that is a good plan. So you are okay. You get to the shadow world where you see your two companions having just defeated a quadrilla. Mitya is nearby with two force wolves.
How is it going over there?
Shit's fucked.
Yeah, okay. Oh, god damn it. Here,
I'm on the way, guys.
Yeah, we just shot him down with one salvo of bullets. They're getting weaker and weaker.
Hey, I wanted to try my new bullets. They're nice. Just wait till I get add-ons for my gun as well.
Oh, can you tell me, real quick, can you tell me where I should go in order to reappear in the melee?
I don't know if I can figure that out.
You just need to roll a Cosmos at +10 because you at +20 because you were just there, in order to calculate it.
Yes, that's really good.
Like
you're gonna drop the wolves in the middle of them, aren't you?
I was inside of a cargo crate, so I didn't have the best visual field.
So yeah, Alexander is going to give you directions that are going to get you not exactly in melee range.
Okay.
But not being in melee range is just another opportunity to charge. Okay.
Actually, pretty true.
All right. Alexander, is there anything else you would like to do?
I think just move to where I think I'll be in a good range to fire at them when I return back to the regular.
Okay. And do you want to aim? Okay.
Would I be able to aim in the shadow world before going back to the real world? That feels a little.
You'd be able to like brace yourself, get ready.
Okay.
To like
more like readying a shot than actually aiming.
Exactly. So you'd be able to get a +10 for when you're going to come back to the shadow world. So that's it for your turn. Cody.
Yes.
You're all alone in the port.
Well, okay, so can I? So I know that if I fail, or if I do a shadow power in the real world, then there's a very likely chance to activate the perils of, or not the perils of the world, but like this mishap that the darkness comes. Could I just activate that? Like, do I know how to immediately?
No, because you only have 1 in 10 chance of activating it when you use powers in the material world, and you can't necessarily force it. But there are there's a possibility that there is a similar power. I would hold on. I think if anyone's gonna have it, it's gonna be the Dark Templars.
I don't even know where I got my bullets from. I think it's like these are standard bullets.
Otherwise, if you can't do something like that, just smite them. They're right next to each other.
True strike.
Yeah,
Shadows, Hellfire, Force Barrier. Yeah, no. There isn't really. Yeah. So there's a chance it will happen when you activate your powers, but there's a chance it won't.
But the child. Well, okay, I will run.
You will run?
I would like to run.
Okay.
My whole movement. I don't know how far this is.
I think it's 72 meters because you've got a jetpack. If you really
No,
want to
he
run.
does not have a jetpack anymore.
Not anymore.
He lost all
I can
all of
fly, but I don't have a jetpack.
Sorry.
Yeah, so if I run, it says 12. Is this 12 meters?
Hmm.
So I could make it.
Yeah. Is that your full? Is that your?
12 meters is when it is charged.
Okay. And what's the other one? It would
Run?
be 18 meters for run, right?
No, sure, sorry. Run is 12 and charge is 6.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm really slow.
That's not... Okay, hold on. Give me a second. That does not make too much sense. So...
Half move 2.
Yeah. Half move is 2. Full move is 4. Charge is 6 and run is 12. So yeah, you are able to run here, basically.
Yeah, I would like to run there and hide behind the truck.
Okay. It's gonna be...
Thinking that it's like heavy and can probably catch some bullets and stuff like this.
Yep. It's going to be pretty resistant. Yeah, it's going to be some good. Yeah, it's going to be some cover for you. Okay.
And also, I would like to be ready for parrying another shadow power attack if one comes upon me.
All right. Okay. So I would also like to point out that I've got a few soldiers that are going to now attempt to use their autoguns to shoot the Quadrillas dead.
Do your job, guys.
Okay. Nice. Oh.
Nice.
Very basic weapons. I was like, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, well, those are actually a lot of shots. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look at this real quick because it's autoguns, and with the heavy shields, yeah, autogun, it does 1d10 plus 3. With 0 penetration, yeah. So you can see the bullets, ricocheting off of the force fields and off of the armors, leaving like a few dents here and there, but that's it. So it's going to be
critical, though.
Huh? Oh, right, yeah. The critical doesn't do anything unless you roll critical for the damage. So just give me 1 second. I've got 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on. No, 10. Yeah. So it's going to be /R 10d10. And to see if I do any criticals, I do 2 criticals. Okay, and it is going to do basically 10 points, only 10 points of damage with like them firing at full auto, like they are. Okay, yeah, I don't want to bog this down too much, so we're gonna keep I'm gonna keep the criticals for just a little bit later. Okay, so Cody, you have run away. Mitya, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Alexander and say, see you in the real world, and I'm gonna disappear while concentrating intensely to try and keep my wolves in the real world.
Okay, your wolves disappear.
Yeah, okay. So where do I arrive in the real
Okay,
world?
I need you to roll 1d10. And
9.
okay, let's see. Grenade dispersion. Grenade dispersion. Where is grenade dispersion? It's gonna be in combat. I'm sure of it.
Combat circumstances? No.
Probably something like this. Aha! Here it is. Okay, so a 9 means that you moved in this direction, and you rolled number of meters. Roll 1d5 for me, please.
Okay.
So you land right here.
Okay, I will charge then.
Okay.
And do a single attack.
All right. You can't charge and do a swift attack. You can benefit from charge.
No, single.
Single attack.
It's
Right.
great that Alistair is going to toss the grenade as soon as he sees the Quadrillas, right?
I can do it because I can just avoid it.
Yeah. But Alistair is also like pretty far away at the moment. So you charge in. You have your weapon. You are able to just run through the protective shields that they have and get inside of those shields, meaning that they are not defended by that extra like layer of protection. And go ahead and make your death roll.
Does charge add a bonus to the death roll? I don't remember.
Does what?
I think, does charge add a bonus to my death roll?
Yes, it is a plus 20, and I think because you have wings of...
That's for damage.
Oh, that's for damage, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, a charge gives you a plus 20. Alright, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. I have... Oh, it does not have the failing quality, does it?
No.
Okay, so I am blocking... and what's the penetration?
The penetration is 7.
Okay.
And prepare for an opposed creation roll.
Okay, so you do hit. You don't feel as though like your blow has done like much damage. But oh, sorry, 59. But then you start to channel the energies of the shadow through your
Nice roll.
Yeah. And life. Come on, don't fail me now.
Oh,
Yes.
we did the same. We did a 2.
Yeah, we both rolled a 2. But you beat me by 2 degrees of success.
So 2d10 damage. You take 9 unalterable.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you've done a total of 10 points of damage to this person, like striking super hard. The person just like the quadrilla that you're facing doesn't seems amused by your attack at first. And doesn't try to dodge out of the way, but then gets hit by the blow and doesn't seem to mind too much. But then you channel the energies of the shadow through your weapon and like hit it pretty hard, propelling it back a few meters. So yeah, you've heard this one. Okay, and now it is Alistair's turn.
So am I closer? Assuming I've been moving closer through the shadow roll.
Sorry, what?
How close am I actually now? Roughly.
Okay.
I've been moving through the shadow realm, but I know where like the harbor was.
Yeah, you are 70 meters away from the Sub-Zero port, from your friends.
I'm already in the real world, by the way, now.
Okay, you're back to the real world. So it's going to so you have more obstacles in your path in that area, but you should be able to but you are able to see the port from where you are.
Do I see the Quadrillas? I'm just like going through the comm system, like, guys, I'm still far away. But I can shoot at them.
Let's see.
Do I see them? There's like a ship being thrown at them. They're like moving. There's like
you would be able to see the Quadrillas, so you would actually be able to shoot them.
Do it.
Do it.
I mean, my range is 225 meters.
All right, you are within range. Go ahead and roll for death. You're going. Oh yeah, you can only go full auto with this thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could do other things, but I don't.
All right. Okay. Nice. So because you rolled an exceptional success, they're not going to notice and try to dodge. They're not going to be aware of the attack well enough to do that.
Anyway,
so I need you to roll roll for your damage 5 times, please. Okay, so I've got, there's 4 of them together, so they have a combined force field of 8, plus their armor it's 18. So yeah, okay. What is your armor penetration? Sorry? 8?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. All right. So. -3, 25. So that's going to be 3. Plus. -2. Yeah. -2, 24. Is going to be 2. And 20, okay, -1, 26 is also going to be 2, and -2, 24 is also going to be 2, and last of all, 33 -5 is going to be 28. 28 is going to be 6. So, yeah. All right. So you do a total of 5, 9, 15 points of damage to the Quadrilla that Mitya was attacking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you are like you shoot in full auto. You can tell that when there's more of them next to each other, their force fields actually stack up and help protect them even more. And I need you to roll critical for me once.
Critical for the
yeah, critical for your explosive weapon. You rolled a 60, which means explosive 60 is going to be straight up in the body. And I'm going to give you a +2 to your critical to represent the criticals done by the others. How much did you roll? You rolled a 3, so... Okay, so that brings you to 5. Yeah, concussion from the explosion knocks the target to the ground and turns his innards into so much ground meat. The target must immediately make a life test or suffer from blood loss and 1 permanent life damage. And I also suffer from 1d5 levels of fatigue, and I am knocked prone. So,
I roll 1d5.
Thank you.
3.
3, okay. So I have 3 levels of fatigue. out of 6, which gives me penalties, and I need to make a life roll in order to avoid blood loss. Oh no, I'm a Quadrilla. I can't lose blood. I'm fine.
Is this the same guy that also Mitchie attacked, by the way?
Yes, it's the same. It's the same. Wait, hold on. Nope. Hold on. It's this one. Free. Okay. Sorry,
so Mitchie attacked the other one of the front row.
No. They both attacked the same one. I just made the wrong one fall and take fatigue. Okay. And 0. Okay. Alistair, that is your turn. It is now the Quadrilla's turn. Okay. You're breaking off a lot again. Maybe restart your Discord. Okay. So one of the Quadrillas is going to attempt to throw at Cody the thing that Cody was using as his protection. So, like, the vehicle is going to get telekinetically moved towards you.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I try to dodge?
Yes, you can try. Go ahead and roll for life with, as your main reaction to try to get out of the way.
You don't want to contest it?
Contesting it would take one of his actions.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Yeah, I realized this last time, and this time it's so close to me that I think I don't know if I can push it towards them. Could I? And you're also there, Mitya.
Yeah, Mitya is there.
Yeah, so I'm dodging.
Okay. And you are able to get out of the way. We're going to
dodge the other way.
Yeah. Go ahead and So this thing is no longer here, and it's in fact pushed away the crates that were in the background. Okay, so that is it for one of them. The one that's on the ground is going to get back up, and then all 3 that are still okay are going to do psychic powers at Mitya. So here we go. Okay. Alright. So they all extend their hands towards you, and like, you don't see anything visible, but your suit is informing you that you have heavy levels of ion radiation being blasted towards you that the suit is not able to fully protect you from. And you're getting... Huh?
Can I dodge?
You can try to dodge one of them.
Can I then use my dodge to go into the Shadow World?
Unfortunately, since you moved from the Shadow World to the real world this turn to charge, you can't.
I see.
You only have 1 reaction left, so you can only dodge like one of them at best.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh! In fact, it's a -20 roll because it's a difficult power to use. So only one of them has hit you.
Oh, nice.
So I need you to roll for life in order to.
Is it Leper's Curse?
Yes. No, it's not that. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's one of the ones beforehand that has a chance of actually giving you benefits by mutating you very hard. But you move out of the way. You move out of the way of the single one that was able to aim at you. So you are actually going to be okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to roll 1d10 for the Vortex of Doom, which shrinks.
Sweet.
It shrinks. Okay. All right. That's fine. I can deal with this. And can somebody roll 1d10 dispersion for me?
Yep.
I have a quick question. All those soldiers, they're gone, right?
Yeah. Like all of those troops are dead. There's this guy
cool,
who's still
cool.
here,
Yeah.
and there's these two
There's one
dudes
guy
who are
who-
still here, and that's it.
All right.
Okay.
So I rolled a 10 for dispersion.
Okay. Yeah. So it moved down the crates basically. So it's moving away from the combat. All right, and all right. Ooh, you know what? I take it back once again. Since the curse was only a half action, I could have used a life test to give myself a bonus to my creation test, and still
Nice.
failed. Never mind. Okay, Alexandra, it is your turn. Yeah.
So I pop myself back from the shadow world into the real world.
Okay. Did you move out of the crate area?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I had moved and I had started aiming.
All right. So you have a +10. You're using one of your reactions to reappear in the shadow world, in the real world. So yeah, do you want to shoot at them full auto?
Yes.
All right. Please roll for death.
All right. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
All right. So you that is one hit. So roll damage once, please.
All right. Ooh.
Okay. So that is a -1. That is 19 points of damage. What is your penetration?
Let's see if I can find it. 5.
All right. So yeah, you are able to deal 1 point of damage to one of them with your hail of bullets. Oh, did you take the? Haha! You did not give yourself the +10 for aiming. So you actually need to roll damage a second time, please.
Okay. Forgot about that.
All right. So that is a 22, 27. Yeah. All right. So you shoot, and once again, like your bullets are going to graze past this quadrilla. You can tell that ranged attacks are kind of being blocked off by the energy shields that they have, and like lowering the and making it harder to damage them. Okay. Before it is Cody's turn, there's going to be a couple of things that are going to happen. Through your comms, Mitya, you are going to be told. You hear the voice of Solange Stormwall yelling at you. Hey, bring them slightly back towards the base. Put them right in front of the Subzeris, please.
Wait, can you tell me on the map where it is, Simon? I'm not visualizing it correctly.
Oh, okay, sorry. Do you see the Subzeris is right there, right?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
she wants to put them
Yeah,
here?
she's saying put them right in front of the Subzeris.
Okay.
All right. And another character is also going to intervene. You hear the sounds of a revving engine, and you are going to see this very large truck heading in your general direction. At the wheel is none other than Danielle Bales, the blind woman who is driving a truck as quickly as she can in your general direction, and is able to drive through the area that was cleared by the Quadrillas, and is going to attempt to ram straight into them. As soon as she gets close enough to you that you're able to see her driving suddenly improves much better, and her aim gets really well.
I'm curious, by the way.
Right. So, alright. And let me try to drive. Alright, that is a success for
Let's go, girl.
for a mechanical impact. Okay, that is going to do 13 points of damage. It ignores their armor. It does not ignore their toughness bonus. It's because it's not felling. Right? Actually, it would be tearing. So it's actually going to do. Let's see. +7. That's going to be 20. Minus their 12. Okay, that's 8 points of damage for all of them. It is completely going to wreck it is going to mostly wreck the car to impact itself against 4 force shields like this. So it's going, as I said, 20. So it's going to be -8 on all of them, all of their life points. -8 and -8.
Danielle, what the fuck?
Yeah, and Danielle is going to try to keep applying pressure and occupy them with the car, and that's it for the turn of extra NPCs. Cody, it's your turn.
Okay. Following the... oh no, I have no clue about this advice, of course, because I don't have any comm systems. So I will just lean around the corner and fire my Tesla carabine at the one that was already hit by Mitya.
Alright.
I just said before.
Okay, go ahead. So that is going to be a half action. Make a death roll.
Well, this is all going down. I'm gonna go stick a meal in the microwave real quick.
Alright, go ahead.
Can I, aiming, can I do that already on this turn, or would I have to wait a turn then to shoot next time?
No, you can aim and give yourself a +10 to your death roll. Everybody gets one more immersion point. Sorry, my computer seems to not play. I didn't notice the alarm. So yeah, everybody gets an extra immersion point. And go ahead and roll for death. I'm sorry, that is a failure. If you want, you can spend an immersion point.
Will I do this? Yeah, why not, right? We're doing these things, so I'm doing it.
By the way, the quadrillas you've been facing so far have been quadrillas of life, so their main power is being extremely resistant and long lasting. And so far, the instructions were retreat while shooting them. You guys have just charged in and started fighting.
I'm doing that.
Yeah,
I'm retreating and shooting.
Like Cody's following orders. Everybody else is just not really.
Well,
okay, so I see that they're close to the water, and maybe I can use. I'm a decent swimmer, and I like to swim as a fact.
Okay.
And try to shoot this guy so that he falls crashing into the water, hoping that he can't swim.
All right.
Obviously he can, but we'll find out. Maybe he's too heavy.
I am a decent
They are too heavy.
swimmer.
Yeah.
All right. So roll your damage, please.
I have it right here.
All right. And what is the penetration for your damage?
Oh no, why it doesn't say it in here?
It's right next to the damage.
Yeah, I know, but the field's empty.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Um,
Tesla Carabin. I've got other characters who've got it. I think
I will put it in if you tell me.
Meteor is supposed to have it. Yeah, Tesla Carabin has zero tearing.
Okay.
Sorry,
then
no,
it's
sorry.
correct. Then it's correct.
The penetration is free. Sorry, penetration is free.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's not correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna shoot one of them, the one who's been hit most, with this bolt of electricity, of blue electricity that is going to like enter their body. They're gonna look down. They're gonna look back up and say, "You know, I'm made of this stuff, right?" Okay.
Does it also mean it doesn't affect me?
It did do some damage to it. Mitya, it is. Oh wait, I've been forgetting something. They've been maintaining a certain power.
Do you do the thing with maintaining multiple powers?
Yeah, maintaining multiple powers lowers your power rating by 1 for every power that you're maintaining. So currently, whenever they're using powers, their powers levels are at 1 because they're maintaining like 3 defensive powers and also the Shadow Wolves.
Oh, you can't. Okay, we need to leave right now. What? Delaney is gonna die.
Huh?
No, Danielle is gonna die. Oh, fuck it.
Right. So, so I had been maintaining it. Oh no, it's on their initiative that it activates. So you can use your turn first, but all 4 of them have the Shadow Wolves.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Okay, I will yell. I can't yell that to Cody. Okay, so all the others heard what I've heard of trying to get them here.
Yeah.
Okay, I will yell retreat, and I will start running to the car.
Okay.
Grab Danielle and go into the Shadow World.
With Danielle?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh no! Well, she's dead. Fuck it. Oh no, that sucks big.
Oh no.
Okay.
Could I grab her?
You could. Okay.
No.
If you do a successful life test, you could grab her and activate your jetpack to blast off. But it also means that all 4 of the Quadrillas get an attack of opportunity on you as you're running away. They don't have a very good death score, but it could still hurt.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do exactly that.
Okay. In this case, death.
That sucks.
Okay, death,
No.
death, and
No.
Oh, I'm running, so they have a -20.
that is no. They have a +10. Running gives you a +10 on your weapon skills, but -20 on your ballistic skills.
Oh no.
Yeah. So in
Okay,
fact,
I said they had.
one more hits you than they should have.
I thought they had shooting weapons. Fuck.
No, they're using their blades for that right now. So
Yeah. Fuck.
okay, hold on. And I just need you to roll. Okay, so A, you can dodge one of them.
Yeah.
So roll for life. And B, I need you to roll for life to get Danielle to safety.
Okay, I will get Danielle and fail my dodge.
No, I'm sorry. You roll.
You said those in that order.
No, I said those in the opposite order. I said your dodge first and Danielle's safety second.
My God. I
So
thought because I mentioned Danielle before, that was the first one.
yeah.
Okay.
So you are going to take
I'm
2.
sorry, I'm gonna use a miracle to grab Danielle.
Okay, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Give me 1 second to do. All right. The damage on the here we go. Power axe.
I'm gonna die, guys.
And 2. Okay. This has a penetration of 6, so you reduce the damage by 4, and you also reduce the damage by your life bonus.
I have an armor of 14.
Okay, right. So, and what's your life?
And my life is 42 without immersion.
Okay, so you block a total of 18 minus the armor penetration. That's going to be you block 12. So you take 6 points of 6 wounds in total.
That is fine.
That's fine. Yeah. What is the miracle you're using to save Danielle?
I'm very easily fascinated.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that while I run to Danielle, I avoid a hit, and the shining part of my armor is gonna catch light in one precise angle, and the 4 quadrillas are gonna be distracted by the sudden light, thinking they are attacked, and they are gonna be distracted just long enough for me to catch Danielle and me.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, and you are able to use your full run to get the hell out of dodge. So
Which is 72.
72. Okay. So, so yeah, you can leave the map if you want.
I'm gonna leave the map.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Danielle. So basically, like you grab Danielle out of the busted car door. Luckily, she's not wearing her seatbelt. You blast off like at like 72 meters in just 3 seconds, and you can tell you knocked the air out of her lungs. But yeah, you have managed to save her. Okay, and you're going to be exiting this map. All right, Alistair, you are. You're still overlooking the entire scene. You can still shoot them if you'd like.
How close am I now?
Sorry?
How close am I now?
You could not move because your full auto means is a full action, so you can't move while you're on a turn where you did full auto. So you would still be at the same range.
In that case, guys, it's a bit of a hassle to get there and shoot these guys, so I'm just gonna keep shooting at them.
Yeah, fine.
That's fair.
I mean, it seems to work, so if it works, it's not bad.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll for death. Would you like to use a miracle?
Yeah, you know what? Fine.
Okay.
And use another. I mean, the session is like I have a lot of them now, and I might as well use some of my effects.
All right. In this case,
my effects real quick. I am. Yeah. Okay. So I have. Although there's limits to what you can do, I enjoy improving myself and try focus on solutions instead of problems.
I thought you'd already used this one.
Yeah, wait. Okay, I'm gonna grab a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm broadly oriented and tend to just try things out and make the most of it.
I tried to make the most of it, and what was the first part?
Yeah, I am broadly oriented and tend to just try things out and make the most of it.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna write I try a lot of things. And how does that affect the world visually?
Basically, when I'm fighting Quadrillas, I'm just gonna like have some kind of shiny thing around them. I mean, they're very blue. I'm just gonna make them brighter for a moment.
All right.
Just have my concentration issue brain focus on the shiny lights.
Okay. Do you use 2 points of immersion?
Yeah, I'm gonna use 2.
Okay.
I mean, I have enough points now to actually do that.
In this case, you're going to do 4 hits. I need you to roll damage 4 times, please.
Yay! Double crit.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. What? Okay, what is your No, the ones are the he rolled ones. Those. Oh, okay, yeah, double crit on the last one. Okay, cool. What is your penetration?
Penetration was 8, I think, on this thing.
Okay, and does it have the felling quality? I need to check that.
No, it doesn't have felling, but it it is explosive and tearing.
Okay, cool. In this case, I reduce this.
I don't actually know if it is felling.
Okay, so I've got 10 armor, 8 protection, and life modified by 2. Okay, so right. And you said 8, so I reduce everything by 22, which means you did 2 points of damage with the first 2 attacks, and after that, okay, I need you to roll critical twice, please. And okay, -7, 32, 32, so that's going to be an extra 10 points of damage. And the last one is going to be -3. 22, so that's going to be an extra 1. Next one. Okay. Can you roll a critical again for me, please? 77.
I rolled a 3 on roll 20. I'm not entirely sure if it's showing up. I think I
yeah,
might
but
be some lag.
I need you to roll it a second time. You only rolled 1. Okay, so it's going to be the right leg. And we're just going to add both of them up together. Explosive force removes part of the target's foot and scatters the ragged remnants over a wide area. The target suffers 1 permanent agility damage. The target must make a life test or suffer extra levels of fatigue. Oh gosh. I've already been suffering from fatigue on this character. Okay, I pass. Good. Damn. Otherwise, I would have been knocked out. All right.
What about the second critical, though?
It is their turn. Everybody else has fled, which means Alexander is the only one left in front of them. But they've all used a half action to opportunity attack Mitya, which means right now they only have half an action for a single power, which isn't going to stop me from using some. Ooh, I know which ones I'm gonna use.
Quick question though, because I rolled 2 criticals, so like there were 2 things happening, right?
Yeah, no, I basically had the 2 critical stack for a better result. So yeah, all right. So they are moving towards your friends, but as they pass along, they're going to extend their hands towards you, Alexander, and your suit immediately gives you a warning of extreme radiation, blasting at you. So you can A, dodge the first one, and B, use your second reaction to pass into the shadow world if you would like, or you can just go into the shadow world with the first with the first one. But you need to roll for life anyways.
I think I'll try to judge and then go.
Okay. All right. So go ahead.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah. So go ahead and make a life test.
Okay.
All right. So you are going to be hit by one of them, and then you try to move to the shadow world. Go ahead and make a second life test, please.
Okie doke.
And this time, okay, so you're going to be hit by two of the 4 blasts, but you disappear into the shadow, avoiding the rest of the attacks. So, radiation curse. Oh, hold on. I was actually still at the -20 because it's still a difficult power to use. So currently neither of them hit. This one hit, and okay, only one of them has hit you.
What about the fatigue stuff anyway?
Okay. So your degrees of failure is just 1, so it's going to be 1d10 plus 2 damage, and that ignores armor and the life bonus. Okay. Slash R 1d10 plus 2. So you are going to take 4 wounds. It's not that bad. But you failed the test by more than 4 degrees of success, in the sense that you rolled -39 against my 10, which means you get a radiation mutation. I need you to roll 1d100 for me, please.
Okay.
You get really lucky with this, actually.
But it's actually there's a good chance that it could be something good, actually. So gift of the gods, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. All right, what did you roll? 53.
53.
Okay. Inside Out.
Oh, that sounds
Like the Tinkerbell movie.
it's gonna be Warhammer's take on the nice movie. Okay. Occasionally, the dark things that lurk within the warp cause a man's innards to burst through his flesh, so that his body appears clothed in a hideous skin of glistening organs. A fickle caprice that cannot be understood by mere mortals. You, from here on, suffer. So you have a -30 to all interaction skill tests, except for intimidation, in which you gain a +20. So I need you to write this in the talents section of your character, that you have been mutated to be inside out.
What? Wow. Warhammer 40k is just... Oh god, it's a nightmare.
Yes! I think that's the point of the entire universe of Warhammer 40k. So yeah, if people can see what you look like, meaning if you take off your armor or you're not like talking through comms, people are going to be scared the hell out of you.
yeah.
I'm gonna be very fascinated at it, but yeah.
But hey, you survived!
I did.
We will get you
Okay,
a
Cost.
nice costume.
alright.
I'm pretty sure there's an upgrade somewhere that is, you know, Sens skin or something.
Yes, there's an upgrade that allows you to have a holographic overlay over your armor, changing your appearance to whatever you want it to be. But it's not your actual appearance. It just makes you look like a different person. So you could always take that upgrade to look normal to most people.
You
What
could
is
also
our
become recognized, probably.
It's just like, I'm sorry, Alexander. I'm sorry, Theo. I don't think Alexander is ever going to get laid after this.
Well, you
Unless
never know.
a very specific kink.
Yeah. All right.
Don't knock it till you try.
Oh my God, guys. Okay, no, we're moving on. The others, you
You're
are.
the only one who thinks that they will never get laid again.
Yeah. The others, you are retreating, and as the Quadrillas are starting to come towards you, they're going to start reactivating their flight powers. But as they do this, they pass in front of the Sub-Zeris, and Officer Solange, which was inside of there, is going to activate the torpedoes of the Sub-Zeris that are going to go through the mucky waters that are knee deep, and that are still going to activate and detonate on all of the Quadrillas. So they are going to take actually a lot of damage.
Oh no, never mind.
Okay. So each of them is going to take a total of 27, which means this one is dead.
Nice. Woohoo!
And unfortunately, the Sub-Zeris in which Solange was is also going to blow up from the impact.
My nice NPC, you.
Hey! You saved Danielle. You chose who you wanted to save, but yeah, you are retreating. You're a full-on retreating. The Quadrillas are taking their are not moving towards you as fast as they like. They're not catching up to you. You have multiple soldiers here and there who have survived the initial encounter, who are who are retreating alongside you and offering cover fire. Elsewhere in the city, you can see that there's two other places in which the ceiling was destroyed, and there is one single Quadrilla flying above the base that is sending blasts of energy towards the ceiling, collapsing parts of the ceiling on top of the city in multiple different places, and just seeming to have a blast doing so. Okay, so you're on the map. You have Alistair, you know where your traps are. I'm gonna put the different Quadrillas, and you can tell me which direction you're heading and things like this.
Can I unjam my weapon? Can I unjam my weapon?
Give you guys the location of most of the traps. Basically, all except the yellow ones on the map. I'm going to give you like an image of like a hand-drawn map of the base, and just say these locations have like a couple of these. But it's very vague map. It's just like in the general area there's going to be traps.
And it's just like symbols all over town.
Yeah, basically.
I'm just going to tell you like, hey guys, there's going to be traps in several areas. I can tell you where they are. And there are going to be Omega symbols carved into the relevant parts of the trap or area. So if you're in that area, make sure to watch out for the symbols if you're moving around.
We have to choose where we go. Oh, I hate that type of thing.
Also, guys, like I'm gonna say, like some of the higher up points in town, there is going to be corrosive toxin traps, and they're connected to either the sprinkler system or the hose, the fire hose. You could use them as a sort of type of turret or gun, but they're only single use.
Right.
Can you all hear me still, by the way?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly well.
Yeah, that worked really well.
Okay, so I'm gonna make this visible to everyone, so you know which types of traps are where. So blah blah blah. Okay, you can already tell that Team Omega has started activating some of the traps in different places in order to slow the teams of Quadrillas down. There's a spray of acid coming from the industrial food processing area that you can see. Yeah, has activated, and the sound of grenades getting tossed near the hospital.
It's gonna be the roads in the area most likely, and inside the buildings are several laser traps as well. Those are sort of meant by like they can be set to trap mode, but like did the civilians evacuate some of those areas already?
Can I call on General Costa real quick?
Yes.
Sort of going, okay, General, they've breached the Sub-Zealous port. It's a shitstorm out there. We managed to stop them, but okay, tell me, how is the evacuation going? Where is most of the civilian population?
Most of the civilian population has made it. Has made it here. We've had some knuckleheads going back and joining the fight. Like despite evacuation orders, Danielle just ran off with one of our trucks, and I've had the Team Omega just refusing to evacuate until everybody else has, and also Wanda and a couple of her people are trying to set up a trap to cover your retreats at the 7th.
Yep. Ah, shit sticks. Okay. Okay, guys, what do? I think most of them are out. I think the best course of action would be to protect the back of the base and keep the Quadrilla from getting there. That would be a bottleneck for them. But I'm going to go and save the people of the 7th because I'm a dumbass.
Also, I'm going to ask like a quick question through the comm system to like the tech priest Penta.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know if you posted the character sheet here yet or not, but like I'm just going to ask like, did you get my battery?
I have, and I'm very thankful, Alistair. You are a very good friend to me, and I will make good use of this. Now, I don't think I can make it go critical today, unless if I take some extreme measures.
I'm going to ask something else. Like, could you, in the military headquarters, could you boost the laser systems to take on Quadrillas?
Ooh, the railguns. I could. I'm going to go and input see if the battery can power the systems a little bit better. Everybody gets one more immersion point.
There's still the cruiser, basically. I'm just wondering if this could be used to like deal damage to the cruiser.
Yeah. By the way, everybody gets one more immersion point, and the tech priest says, very probably, although. If the cruiser counterattacks, I don't think our railguns are going to last very long.
Can I actually chime in real quick on this idea of using the railguns against Quadrillas? I would like to send like a scan of the electromagnetic field of my body to the railgun facility. So when they are calibrating the weapons, they know how Quadrilla's body works and how the electrical fields work, so they can build a better projectile from it.
Nice.
Also, for reference, Tech Priest Panta is going to be very interested in analyzing you as well.
Yeah. Okay, so you send the scan of your body to Aino, who is...
I mean, it would probably actually already be there. I just have to give them access to it and tell them that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, that's... I mean, like, you haven't gotten a lot of chances to be around the base since you've transformed into a Quadrilla. So yeah, like they received the information now, and they are going to start using it to the best of their abilities. But Aino is telling you right now where we're trying to repurpose the railguns for the general's plan. We won't be able to use them as weapons per se for a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. Still.
So what do we do, guys? I think we should swing by the commercial area to sort of convince people to just leave and beeline it to the back of the base and try and protect
Alistair already sent people away from the commercial area.
But were there a lot of people left in the commercial area, though? Didn't the general say that most people have fled?
Yeah, they're just my buddies.
I think the
You know that
commercial
they're still
area
there.
is almost
Can you call them?
empty. I mean,
Yeah, well, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna try and call the 7.
I'm still in the commercial area. I'm just gonna say, I don't know what Simon said, but like, I think there was almost nobody left. So it's just a bunch of traps and an empty building.
Like the from what you heard from the general, the what are they called? Wanda is setting up another trap. Apparently unaware that you're doing the same thing in the area in an attempt to cover your retreat.
Can I call her?
With what?
Well, call
like
the 7.
there's phones, there's radio phones.
Oh, can I call
Question
her?
though,
Without...
I am still in the residential area. Did I run into anyone?
No, you have not. Okay.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to wander around. I am basically almost done with the commercial area after shooting the Quadrillas from a window, seeing
okay.
them.
Yeah. In this case, roll for chaos while you're searching, and I'll be right back.
So, Mitya, I definitely agree with you. If your friends are still in the commercial area, we should go there and we should try to save them. But if they're already safe, then why the fuck are they attacking the hospital?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a really
out
good
of
question.
all places.
Maybe that's because they just arrived. But I agree with you, it's weird.
I mean, that would be really, really brutal. I mean, if there would be no reason for this, right?
Yeah, I think what we could try to do is go to the commercial area.
Later.
I go to the 7th. We take up higher ground. We try and see what's going on in the hospital and the industrial food area. And then if nothing happens, we beeline it to the back of the base. If there's something going on, we can intervene.
Alright,
I'm gonna go to
let's
the
do that.
comm system. I'm just gonna go to the comm system, like, guys, I did not mention this to you, but if we're going to be abandoning an area of the base, I can blow it up.
Cool.
By first kill, I mean the entire area.
Alistair, maybe you're already at the commercial area, maybe you can check out if you can secure a high spot for us from where we could observe the rest of the area while we are on our way.
Quadrillas from one of the towers.
Okay, like, let's go.
Okay.
Let's run there. I'm very slow. I'm much slower than you are.
So you did you roll chaos to spot what's happening?
Yeah, no, I succeed.
You failed? Okay.
Yeah, it's minus 32.
Yeah. In this case, you don't spot anyone in the time that it takes for your friends to reach the commercial area.
Can I, on the way, can I quickly call Wanda on the phone?
Yep. Okay, so she is going to pick up saying, "Hello, this is the 7th. Can I take your order? We're only selling grenades right now."
Okay, you're doing the Lord's work and everything, but what are you doing? Just leave. We don't need your help for once.
No, Hey! I've seen soldiers getting blasted with their heads getting blasted off. Okay, I can tell when you need help and when you don't. Besides, this is an old tradition. Why do you think it's called the 7th? All right, just hurry up and get your ass over here. And she's gonna hang up on you.
You can't. Okay, so.
Meanwhile, over comes there's like, hey guys, what's the plan of the residential area? Do we just trap it or do we need to get rid of it?
Okay, so the plan, so we can agree on it. We swing by the 7th, we assess the situation here. Once we've done that, we get up onto a high point and try to assess the situation going on in the hospital and the industrial food processing area. If nothing of interest is happening, we go to the back of the base. If something interesting is happening, we find out what and we act on it. But for now, that's the plan. Is everybody okay with it?
Yep. Sounds good to me. Let's go.
All right.
Also, just observing the area from the commercial observing from the commercial area tower, sort of. Like, what can I actually see? What can I actually see from like? I'm not all the way at the top, like the highest point, but like somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Like there's this trap basically. For if there's something nearby, I could probably activate the trap and aim at it. But
yeah. So looking around, you can see that there's there's 4 groups of quadrillas. Sorry, 5 technically. There's.
What about the Subterraneous Dock one actually? Like,
yeah.
Did we kill them all or something?
No. Just one of them died. So 3 of them are heading in this direction. There's 4 of them next to the hospital that are facing off against like soldiers, and these 4 right there are facing off against Team Alpha. Nobody is stopping the one that's just raining down stones on the entire base, because he's mostly doing it on parts of the base that have already been evacuated. And you are.
So I'm going to shoot at the flying one.
Hold on. There is one that you are noticing who is walking alone, calmly making his way through the chaos wrecked inside of the base, with 2 pairs of hands, and a face that you like, and an armor that you recognize. You've seen pictures of it from the legendary fight he had with Finlandfinger. It's Craniston, and he is basically right here.
I have no idea who that is.
I've been mentioning him for a lot of the campaign, but it's fine if you...
It's Alisher. It's mostly Alisher. It's like, guys, there's this really weird looking Quadrilla. It has 4 arms.
I know who that is.
Anything I should know before I start shooting them?
Maybe you should hold off for a second until we have figured out what's going on in the 7th, and don't draw any attention to the commercial area before we have everybody safe.
Maybe that's a good idea.
I haven't run into anyone in the commercial area. I've been evacuating it like before we started shooting Quadrillas.
Dude, I've got people on the phone. They are here in the 7th. Most people have left, but there's still a little bit. Just brace, take aim, and we'll give you the okay, and you can start shooting like crazy.
Yeah, so I have several traps in the buildings around the area. Just let me know if I need to use any. There's this Quadrilla. Is it okay if I shoot it, or like it looks different from the others?
Yeah, maybe don't attract the attention of like Craniston for now.
Yeah, I mean, but like I have someone who lives in this building nearby, and they could probably use that corrosive toxin hose and just hose it, because he's like in the lower area.
Okay, do not attract the attention of the very dangerous Quadrilla just yet. Just wait a little bit and then we can do something. I promise you.
Can I please shoot the one that's flying?
Alistair, behave!
Oh god! Alistair, just wait 5 minutes for us to figure out what's wrong, and then you can shoot every quadrilla you want and use up all the traps.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. Okay, on the comm system, like Omega, you heard that, right? We're allowed to shoot at the Quadrillas. This is in 5 minutes. We're going all out with our weapons.
Roger, Roger.
Okay, listen to me, Alistair. If you get anybody killed, you weren't there when we needed you at the port. You promised. If you just get someone killed in this story, I'll shoot you myself. If you don't, that's fine. Just don't do anything stupid.
Like, hey, the only thing I killed so far was a Quadrilla.
Yeah, that's cool. Just listen. There are living people right here, right now, right next to you that maybe will die when you attract the attention of somebody. Do as you will. And I cut off transmissions with our stuff now.
I'm just gonna go through the comm system, like, Penta or Omega, was one of you like monitoring the laser traps? There's one at the residential entrance. Just make sure not to fry any civilians.
Yeah, we're. So you hear was it inform you that the general gave us access to the base's cameras, so we're able to spot where the traps are, like where if there are any civilians nearby when before we activate the traps.
Yeah, like this is probably the person that activated the trap in the agriculture area for like these Quadrillas.
Yeah. So, all of you are going to find your to meet up in front of the 7th. Once you make your way in front of it, you can tell that there's a lot of different tubes running through the place, gurgling liquid up towards the 7th. You can see that some of them are hooked to the to cars nearby and are basically just draining the fuel from inside of the cars. And one of the largest tubes is actually linked to the inside of the 7th underground, and there's a very strong smell of alcohol from that tube. You make your way upstairs, and I need everybody to roll chaos at -10, please.
Is it what's the light situation?
It's currently it's pretty well lit still.
Okay. So -10.
This is still a residential area, right? I'm still somewhere like in the higher areas, but like I'm aware that the rest is nearby.
Okay. Okay. Alistair, you are going to notice there's... Okay, so Mitya, you're going to notice the inside of the 7th is very silent. There doesn't seem to be a lot of... like you're not hearing anything coming from the inside, which is unusual since they were like since when you sent the phone call, you were hearing a lot of background noise. Alistair, from your vantage point, you spot blue flickerings coming through the windows of the 7th. Do you tell the others?
There's some kind of thing happening outside. I'm not sure if it's Quadrilla or something, but it looks like there's a lot of like.
Fuck.
Oh fuck.
Cody would... Wanda, it's me. Just where the fuck are you? We need to leave.
No answer.
I'm just gonna say, do we need to keep the residential area intact or not? I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'm going to head to the base.
Okay, there are people inside the residential area right now.
Not the residential area. The what's it called?
The commercial area.
Yeah, sorry, the commercial area. There are people inside the commercial area, and we are inside it. Can you wait 5 minutes?
Okay, just give me the green light. I'm going to head I mean, I could head downstairs or upstairs. What would you suggest? Upstairs, I can shoot glass.
Yeah, I think you should do that and keep watch upon the neighborhood.
Okay, then we're gonna go back upstairs a little bit and like look at other Quadrillas walking.
Okay, so where the blue light? We don't see the blue light from where we are.
Well, get up here then. It's the 4R one.
No, but it is coming directly from inside of the 7th. You make your way inside and through a window on one of the doors. You are able to see that there is a single Quadrilla just sitting on the bar, emptying bottles into its armor, while 3 members of the 7th are just standing there, like not moving, with their backs turned to you. So there's Wanda, Reginald, and Gorka, who are all present. The room is strewn with like the pump that's drawing liquid and fuel and just placing it into this very large cistern type container in the center of the room. Alistair is like not here.
I am invisible.
Yeah, but like Alistair, we're going to say you're on like an opposite building, viewing this through the windows, and yeah, that's the situation that you see through the door's round window. What are you going to do?
I'm just gonna go over comms and like, there are guys there. This isn't me. By the way, this isn't Meteor, right? I don't recognize him.
No, this is a Quadrilla you've never seen before. The image for that Quadrilla is this.
Damn.
Well, I think we should negotiate, though.
Yeah, I think you've done the same thing you did with the janitor.
There are not any other people around, like dead drones, right? Just the one standing there.
Yeah, there's just a single Quadrilla, and also he does not have a force field.
Okay.
He's basically just drinking alcohol, right? I'm just gonna say, guys, there's a Quadrilla trying to have a drinking contest by himself. I don't know what to make of this, actually.
Doesn't do anything to do.
Okay.
It does not seem to be.
People standing there around it, but like there's nobody dead, and he isn't actually doing anything other than drinking alcohol.
Oh, we are in front of him, we know. But thank you.
Okay. Well, any thoughts on what I should do?
You should wait.
Keep watching the others outside, I guess.
You should wait a quarter second and start aiming.
You can start aiming to get a plus 20 to your shooting roll when you decide to shoot. All right. So the free.
Yeah. I'm gonna aim at him. Like, just let me know if I get to shoot this one.
Yeah. No.
Alexander, Cody, and Mitya, you are outside of the 7th.
Yeah. So I would like to drop my human disguise.
Nice.
And show my carapace and my new grown crazy organic scales on it.
Nice.
And I would like to go inside.
Nice. While he does that, I will use my possibility of seeing through Alistair's eyes to just aim a shot through like the floor.
Yeah. Okay.
At more than 15 meters, but less than 50.
Okay.
Just show my like using the camera or something, like passing you images from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Theo, do you want Alexander to prepare in any way while Cody is going inside to negotiate? Mitya is like going back one floor beneath and is like ready to shoot where the Quadrilla is with his ranged weapon. And Alistair is on the other building, on the other side of the building. Yeah, I'll let you write it. What you're doing. You can be wherever you want, just not inside of the room. So you could be like like on a side room that was leading into the 7th, or beneath it.
You can also use the general, like one of the things, and not both of them, I think.
Okay. Alright. Cool. You have your hand on your gun about... Alright, you got it. Okay. Cody, you enter the room. The Quadrilla looks up and says, "Hey, how are the festivities going?"
I would say it is interesting to see you. What's your name?
Melchior. I haven't seen you before. What's your name?
My name is Cody.
That doesn't sound like a very
particular
name.
Different from you. And similar in a lot of ways.
Well, you can tell me over a drink of this room.
I will do that, and I will sit down with him.
Okay. He's going to like wave his hand and tell the others, like the humans in the room, here, go fetch us some more drinks from the reserve, and basically, like, all of them are going to go towards the kitchen in the back and get other bottles.
While they do this, I will start to walk back to 50 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I will do that each time that there's nobody in a 2-meter radius around him. I will position myself at 51 meters.
Right now, Cody is sitting with Melchior.
Yeah, but except Cody.
Okay, except fuck Cody.
No, not fuck Cody at all.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. I trust him.
Okay, so one question.
The green light, I'm going to start shooting.
So, can I see Wanda, Reginald, and Gorka's faces? Like, do they look like they're in trance, or are they acting because they're afraid of him, or are they obedient? Like
their faces are completely blank, and their eyes are just staring straight ahead, and like they move as soon as the Quadrilla gives an order, like in a very robotic manner.
So I will sit down with him and I will ask him, why are you fighting this war? And I'm here
mostly mostly because when I don't know where you were born, but I was born in New York that was filled with fanatical rebels who shot me on sight for being this weird thing of energy. So not the best childhood memories. And after taking care of the rebels in the Shadow in New York, I just couldn't resist the mission where they sent us back to kill them in the real world this time. That lady over there, the one who just left, yeah, She shot one of my friends with a bazooka in the Shadow World. Real nasty bitch.
That is nasty indeed. The thing that I
I'm
want
gonna
to
go
ask
to the
you,
comp
though,
system meanwhile, like, so thoughts on shooting this guy or anything else?
Wait.
Alice
you
was really
cannot
trigger
hear
happy.
this conversation because it's not on
Yeah.
the comms.
Yeah, could
No,
It's
but Alice
between
is
two
going
Quadrillas.
over the comms.
yeah could
Alice is just asking that over the comms.
yeah. So Alexander and Mitya can hear it.
I say
Okay.
wait, and I cut communications now.
Yeah. Also, I'm just going to ask like the general meanwhile, like, by the way, have you seen Wilfred? I was still trying to recruit them to Team Omega. I don't think they got the real memo though.
Not now, Alistair.
I'm just gonna go through the comp system and try and find Wilfred. Like,
Okay.
what are you doing?
So you can hear. Wilfred is going to respond and say, "Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I'm at the hospital. I'm helping the soldiers that are here fight off the Quadrillas. I'm the only one who can take a shot from those assholes."
Well, keep them occupied for a while. If things get bad over there, just let me know.
Roger. And he's going to go. Okay. So Melchior asks you, Cody. So, how come I haven't seen you before? I thought the Emperor had rounded all of us up.
That is because I was born differently from you. I am like you, but I am also not like you. I am from New York, but I wasn't born in the sky, and it's a lot to explain, and we're going to meet again at a different point in a less stressful situation to talk about this more clearly. But right now, I want you to understand one thing. These people, I know them, they're friends of mine, and they're dear to me. And I'm fighting this war for one reason only. And this reason is to save the people that are dear to me. And I think we probably agree on this. You don't want this chaos to continue forever. I don't want this chaos to continue forever. So here's a proposition from this strange quadrilla to you. I will take these people and I will bring them to safety. And we will meet again another time and talk about it more detailedly.
Huh. You know, the thing about chaos is sometimes it's deliberate. We were in the mission briefing before we came here, and the Admiral Ghost, he said he gave the glitches a chance, and that they were putting everybody's lives at risk, and so that now it was time to make them suffer, and that's why all of those people have to die, so the glitches understand they do not want to be fighting this war. I'm sorry. The longer this war goes on, the more people are going to die. We're just trying to end it here and now. And everybody gets another point of immersion.
And you really believe that the death of a couple of civilians in the North Pole is going to make this a better win for you?
I'm going to need you to roll creation in an attempt to persuade this person. You don't have the pure resistance with this person, but you can still negotiate. I'm going to give you a +10 because your roleplay is convincing.
Oh no, okay. I will use a wonderful. And there's no way.
You use a
I'm not gonna
miracle,
do it.
okay.
The third time today, and the first 2 times were completely useless. So this time I hope.
Alright, so what...
Yeah, okay. Easy. I have one. I'm an anarchist. And I think that's true because it makes sense in this situation, because I want to make him understand that this conflict is not about states, but about people.
Okay. So how does it change the appearance of the physical world? like you could have something like anarchist songs playing in the chants playing in the background.
No. I want something else. I want it to be more subtle. I want it to be like, I want him to have seen. Oh no, what's Pippi Langstrumpf in English? Fuck, I have to translate a word.
Oh,
do you know
yeah,
this book? Astrid Lindgren book.
I know what you mean. Wait, it's the redhead with
yes, who lives in the house and hates the cops and has no parents and is super cool. Longstocking in English. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah.
Yes, so I want him to have read this as a kid.
Okay.
Or have this as a childhood memory.
All right. So, okay. So yeah, for a second, you're watching into his eyes, and through the carapace, you can actually see that the visual display on his carapace is going to start playing in accelerated form episodes of Fifi Longstockings, and he's going to say, "Fine." They were gonna blow this place up to try to slow us down. I guess
you can blow this place up, but just let me get these people to safety first.
All right.
And then we continue our ways, and we'll meet again another time under different conditions.
I'll be looking for you.
Now remember your face. I hope.
Okay. He's going to get up, waves his hand, and and from the kitchen you hear, "What the f-?" You hear a lot of swearing, and the quadrilla is just going to jump through a window and fly away.
Cody, you're a genius! I go upstairs and I go I don't know what you did, I don't know how you did it, but thank the fuck out of you.
Alistair's still looking out the window and he sees the guy fly away and nothing really interesting happening, so he's just gonna check on the other quadrillas, what they're doing.
Alright. The other quadrillas are still progressing and just slowly making their way towards the military headquarters. That seems to be their primary objective, not the back of the base. So, as more and more traps are activated, for example, as they pass by the statue of Finlandfinger, the spray of acid activates.
It's gonna be on the...
Alright. You are also going to spot that through the tunnels that they've dug in the ceiling of the cave, you are seeing multiple Imperial soldiers rappelling down with very long ropes, landing on the floor very far behind the quadrillas, but still they're currently deploying and making their way to support the quadrillas. So there's more soldiers in the back that are heading this way.
Okay. I shove Danielle in the hands of the guys from the 7th, and I just go, "Now you get out of here. We will blow this place up. Don't worry. Just go."
Okay.
So blow it up.
So Wanda is gonna give you a sort of handheld device with a protection and a red button, and she says, "I'll see you at the 8th," and she's going to.
What does this button do?
I will give it to you, but just not now. And
I also have a bomb, but just not entirely sure if they found my secret thing. It's in the basement.
Okay, so let's agree to something, Alistair. We're going to retreat from here, but the instant that group of quadrilla from the Sub-Zero port enters the commercial area, we blow all that shit up together.
Also, if they're closer, then this one's gonna hose down with the acid stuff as well, the corrosive toxin.
All right.
Cool.
So you keep heading onwards, and you reach the military base. All 4 of you, and
I was staying behind to blow up the commercial area.
You don't need to be physically in there when it blows up, but yes, the Quadrillas make their way there, and between the meltdown bomb that you have set up and the mix of alcohol and fuel that they prepared inside of the 7th, the whole commercial area is going to go up in flames. There's this massive explosion. You can feel the heat as you're making your way to the military base. Meanwhile, on the other side of the military base, you can see shadow powers getting thrown around as Team Alpha is fighting back, and you see this bolt of lightning ricochet against the top of the cavern and fall down on the top of the base in a spot where an extra room had been added recently, blowing it to pieces.
Yeah, also for reference, I don't think the Quadrillas at the commercial area will have survived that.
Yeah, no, they didn't. All right, and okay, you find yourselves in front of the general, with the general, who's basically like finishing retreating with members of Team Omega and other members of of the military. When he sees you, he's going to say, "All right, I just need one more thing from you. The residential area. I
got the emoji, by the way. Let me do.
Okay. Here's the keys to my residence. This is a very important part of the plan. He's going to hand the keys to Alexander, and he's going to say, "This opens the door to my garage, and this one is the bike. I need you to get me my bike." This is a very important part of the plan, and he's gonna hand it to you.
All right, I'll go get your bike.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Guys, can I start shooting Quadrillas yet?
I think we're on the move.
Yeah, you're on the move. Like
Yeah, wait a little bit.
Okay, a little bit. I want to shoot the one that's flying.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for death.
I will do the same. Well, if he stops to do that, I will drop a shot too.
Okay.
I need a brace or anything for other stuff anyway. With the heavy bicep thing. Yay!
Okay. So that is 2 hits for Mitya and 1 hit for Alistair. Roll your damages.
I just do 1 hit. I don't have full auto.
Oh, okay. Right. 40! Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, and it has a penetration of 14 and it has felling 1.
So you do 42 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. And oh wait, how come I had so little? Oh no, never mind. Okay. So I had 60 life points, and now I have 18 life points.
Nice.
That before I hit as well.
Okay. -5. That's gonna be 25.
I have penetration 8 and tearing.
Okay, yeah. The tearing is already taken into account. That's gonna be 33. There's gonna be an extra, because it's not failing. It's gonna be an extra 3 points of damage. No, hold on. He doesn't have the extra shields from the others, so it's actually 6 less. So yeah, he takes 9 points of damage. That's half of his remaining life points. He's gonna retreat to the shadow world, after this and stop bringing the cave down on your heads. All right, you separate from the general who's heading straight towards the railguns, and you are heading off towards the residential area. Mostly, there's almost nobody left here, and you're able to get inside of his garage and retrieve his Harley.
Nice.
And as you're how are you going to transport it specifically?
Wait, can somebody bring me to what's happening? The general showed up, and we have to save his Harley.
Yeah. Can I drive it?
You can. With a chaos roll, you can drive it.
Are you all fine with me driving the Harley?
If it's a chaos road, then yeah, I'm not gonna drive it.
Okay, I'm driving the Harley.
I do those rules, but I prefer just sneaking around.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. The rest you have jetpacks or means of. Okay. You need to take your
go
time.
on the back.
Unfortunately.
Oh?
I go on the back of the Harley.
What
I
did you
don't
say?
have a jetpack and I'm slow.
You need to take your time, unfortunately, because of like the roll that you made. But you are going to be able to progress. You make your way back to the parking lot in front of Gladius's place, and that's when you are going to hear a small voice yelling, "Help! Help me! I'm stuck under here!" And when you look around, in one of the collapsed tunnels, you can see a small child, who's under a little bit of rubble, who's extending her hand towards you and calling for your help. What do you do?
Let's go. Right? Alex, let's go and try to help her.
What? Where?
I'm there with
Sneaking around.
So there's just a little girl who's right there. So Cody, you start to move in. You see a lot of debris that's surrounding her. I'm gonna need you to make a life test at -40 to try to get her out of there.
Hey, anybody come help me with these long sheets of metal over here.
Can we?
No.
Yep,
Can we help you?
you can help. Everybody can. Everybody can.
I'm just around with my gun, just keeping guard.
You're keeping guard. All right.
Aiming around.
All right, Alistair, you are going to notice that there is a strange crackling in the air nearby. That looks to be a teleportation portal, the likes of which Cody has used in the past, slowly opening.
What kind of portal is like to the cruiser?
Okay, guys, we have 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Okay.
Until this is open.
Alexander, do you also want to try to save the little child?
Yes.
So we see this portal opening, and I don't know from where. I am going to toss a grenade into it.
Okay. So it's not open yet, so you have to wait until like it's fully formed. But
yeah, as soon as it seems to form, I'm going to toss a grenade in it before anything larger gets through.
All right, you're readying the action. Also, it is important because you have a good amount of chaos, Alistair. To know, you notice there's nothing around you that you think would have been the cause for the portal to open on this side. That you know of, and the fact that it's appearing next to where your team is seems a little bit worrisome to you. Like it's if it's a coincidence, it's a very bad one.
I'm just going to say, guys, are you seeing this? It seems a little bit close, isn't it?
Okay. Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll for life at -40 in order to try to move the rubble under which the child is laying?
-40, you said?
That is one.
Okay.
Please do it.
If you wish, Theo, you can spend 2 immersion points and a miracle to get the little girl out of there.
Okay. I will. I'm just trying to think of how. I've got a basic idea in my head. I'm just trying to. I'm mainly just thinking about like this. No, that doesn't really. No. How about I'm trying to think of like a good like Vine reference I could pull. The one I keep going back to is the one of like the guy where this little kid like playfully punches him and she walks off screen after him, and the next thing you see is her like flying through the air.
Yeah, sure. You can have very similar visuals to you pulling the kid punches you and then you like throw her out of the thing. All right. So I like vines would be the
Yep.
Okay, cool. Right. Alright, so you successfully drag her out of there. She's gonna brush the dust off of like what's it called?
The rubble.
Yeah, the rubble dust from her clothes and says thank you, and she starts to run towards the where the railgun evacuation orders are, which is incidentally also where the portal is starting to appear.
No, kid, don't run this way.
Yeah, I
catch her
start
on the
running
floor?
after her.
Okay.
Like, I'm just gonna, like, shove her aside. I'm still invisible.
Okay.
Like,
So,
prone to run at the portal.
Alexander, you were the first one I heard say this. So you try to grab her and pull her back. I'm gonna need you to roll for life, please.
Me doing it. Nope. Ain't it.
All right, and so you reach over to her and you are able to grab her and drag her away from the portal, saving her from instant demise. And yet you are only rewarded by the sensation of pain. As you look down, there is a blue blade of electricity like stuck in your armor, and the little girl is starting to shake off her human appearance to look like the Quadrilla that she is. You are.
I was totally expecting this though, but like,
Okay.
I got preoccupied by the
6.
portal with my grenade.
So okay, I remember you have an armor of 14. I have a penetration of 6, so you take 5 wounds.
Her life bonus doesn't enter into.
Oh yes. Sorry. What's your life bonus, Theo?
That's the one in the white block, right?
Yeah.
49.
Anyway,
Okay. In this case, you take 1 wound.
Cody is like a Quadrilla. Can't he see like how strong the kid was or something? Since Cody is a Quadrilla, doesn't he like see how strong they are or something?
Yes. That Cody could have told you the little girl was very, very lively. But
Well.
since he doesn't usually ask me what people's power levels are, I don't usually tell him what people's power levels are.
Yeah, I don't know. I also always thought that I kind of have to like activate this.
Yeah,
right?
you have to like
Then-
concentrate a little bit. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to do is yes, it is a okay.
They also just directly attacked us, even though a quadrilla tried to help the kid out.
No. The kid was a disguised quadrilla.
Yeah, I know. But like one of the people that he's attacking, like, isn't he confused about me?
Mostly just doesn't really know what's happening, but just wants to stab some glitches.
God damn it!
Alright.
These guys are so fucking difficult to handle.
Honestly, like, how is the portal coming along? Because I was
All
still waiting for the
We're
grenade.
gonna roll initiative, and on the Quadrilla's initiative, the portal is going to open. So, everybody, please select your tokens, and
Doesn't it take like 3 turns when we do it? And
Yeah.
they-
Yeah.
yeah. Like she'd already started activating the power before it became visual. Just before she
Is more activating it though?
huh?
Oh wait.
Like, is it sort of? It seems likely that this is the one activating it, right?
Yeah.
Because I have a grenade ready to just toss it towards the portal.
Yeah. Like you like it became visible because it was the turn before its activation. Okay, and I need Alistair to roll initiative, and we'll be good to go.
Wait, I have a slight question while he does that. What is our initiative modifier based off? Is it the chaos bonus?
Yes.
Or Cosmos. You can choose now.
You can choose whichever you want, thanks to Cody's
Round it upward.
advantage.
Okay, so I actually have one more. Because
Is it
my
round
chaos
up
score
or down,
recently
by the way?
got a...
Okay, so we have 3 people at 12. That's
see.
okay. So Alice,
Is it rounded up or down? The stats for the initiative, because I have 68.
It's based on the base of the stat, not on the modified stat with immersion. Alistair, the portal opens right in front of you, and you can see it leads directly into the cruiser. You see multiple Imperial soldiers there, and
Okay, yeah, I tossed a grenade as soon as it seemed to.
okay. So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your death roll, and pray that you don't miss the grenade toss. And
Doesn't he get a +20 for aiming?
yes.
I'm literally standing next to the thing,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
on top of the thing, just ready
Yeah,
to.
like very close range. So it's a death with roll with +30
Nice.
in total.
That's a 4, actually.
That's a 4. All right, that's a pass. Roll your damage on the grenade.
Yeah,
Wait a second. Oh, which type of grenade is that?
that's the monoball. That's the strong one.
Oh, right. Okay, you just tore a hole in the battle cruiser, and like immediately, like the Quadrilla child is going to stop and say, "I give up."
You can still leave right now through the portal.
She's going to run into the like Alexander. Alexander, do you like the little girl says she gives up, and she's given permission by Mitya to leave through the portal. Do you let her get the hell out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, she runs out of dodge, and the portal closes.
This is like, just for reference, it's blast 3, so there's gonna be a big hole in the ship.
Yeah.
Solid move, Alistair. Okay, can I see the battle cruiser? What does it look like?
No, it's on the surface, so you have like a solid
You see
ceiling
through the
of earth between you and it. All right, you bring the Harley to General Costa. As like you are arriving at the railgun facility, and you can see that there's multiple large pods that people are climbing into, that are being loaded like the ammunition on the railgun, and like just almost everybody is on there, and the general is going to say, "Good job, hop onto the last one."
Can I like arrive and do a drift in front of him and just get off going? Now, next time you're weirded out by one of our weird demands, just don't be, okay?
He's going to say, "All right, roll for chaos to see how well you." It's going to be a plus 20. It's a simple maneuver, but just.
I hope I miss. No.
Don't drive over the general.
I sort of want to hit his homie.
That's a success.
That's how you want to do
this. That's exactly a success. Oh no, you rolled a plus 20. That's why you did a 0. You're good. It's a pass. Okay. But yeah, you drive. You stop right in front of him, and he's gonna say, "We'll see if there's a next time." Now hop onto your codes. He gets on the bike, and you see him like reaching the exterior of the railgun facility. He's going to take out of his jacket pocket a jagged piece of metal and holds it up in the air for the Imperial soldiers and yourselves to see. He's holding the Rune of God.
Who is rolling it?
The general.
It's the room we had, right?
Huh?
Is that the room we captured?
Yes, it's the rune you had captured. He's going to yell, "The thing behind me can blow up if you shoot it. If you shoot me, or shoot the cannon with the cruiser, you lose this forever." And right after that, he is going to press give the go ahead to some people on the side who activate this machine, who immediately bring down all of the electronics in the base apart from the railgun, and you see him starting his Harley and heading off while the Quadrillas pursue him.
Fuck! Can I try really hard to activate a psi power to just, bring the Rune of God back to my hand, a la Luke Skywalker?
You can try really hard. Yes.
I will try really hard.
You try really hard, and nothing happens.
One day I'm going to be able to do that.
Alistair is still obsessed with that specific room because it's the Chaos Rune, right?
You don't know which rune it is.
I think it's time to get into the
earlier, right?
Okay. So
what's exactly happening around base? Like, there's a railgun thing. There's like a pod with people that got shot.
Everybody is evacuated safely, apart from the NPCs that did die in front of you. Right now, everybody's at the back of the base, inside of the. Okay, everybody gets an extra immersion point. Inside of the railgun facility, and you hop onto your own pods that are being ejected through the tunnels, one after the other. And you can tell that's basically like the tunnels have those circle magnets on the side that slowly but surely like accelerate the pods until they reach the railgun.
It's just a ray gun. It's just a ray gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about the ammo thing before I leave? And can I shoot the cruiser with this? With the nuclear battery thing?
Oh, right. So right now the railgun is being used to evacuate to basically throw people away from the base. So it's used as an evacuation device right now. The nuclear battery is making everybody go further than they otherwise would have.
And Alistair, the original plan was to use this as a mechanism to get to orbit. I don't know if they finished it, but apparently it's at least working as an escape mechanism, which is really good to see.
E10 is operating the railgun and saying, "Yeah, no, you're not going into orbit, but we got orders to scatter all of the pods throughout the Earth so that the resistance survives." Sorry, Cody. Because I'm operating this thing, I'm staying behind. Tell my wife I wish I'd met her. And
Alrighty.
Nice one.
Have
Also,
a nice life.
in reference, Alistair's gonna be pissed like, wait, we're not done yet shooting these guys, right? I mean, we can take these guys.
I slowly put my hand upon Alistair's shoulder and say, okay, you have used up all your saying something stupid tokens. Just fly away.
Just like, okay, but before that, let me just set off some fireworks, okay?
all right, you have Omega got into one of the last evacuation pods and hands you basically the remote control for the last of the bombs of the base. You're gonna want to wait until you're getting until you're inside of the railgun to activate them, but you have.
I'm going to blow up all except the railgun one, basically. Okay. So I can just set them off right now, and then before I actually fly off, I'm just gonna watch the fireworks while in orbit.
Yeah. So as Alistair presses multiple buttons, you see multiple detonations, like searing through the base that you used to call home. In the middle of it, you can see the General Costa is like driving around in avoiding the explosions and going back towards the tunnels. You're in the last pod. The door closes, and through the windows on the side, you're able to see what's happening. You're being propelled inside of this tunnel with magnetic coils all around it, propelling you faster and faster. And at some point, right in front of you, you are going to see that there is a converging tunnel that's through which a bike appears, followed by 4 Quadrillas. You see the general just like trying to escape as fast as he can, and as the acceleration.
Where is he actually specifically?
You're inside of the railgun tunnels, and
where's the general?
He's inside of the railgun tunnels as well, but without the protection of a pod. And
I do have a laser trap here somewhere.
Hmm?
I do have a laser trap here somewhere. I sort of want to try one on the Quadrillas.
Yes, but you're inside of a protective hull right now. That's going to keep you from.
With the remote, though.
Huh?
With the remote, though.
Yeah. Okay. Just please let me finish my description real quick. There's a wave of magnetic force that is going to propel you forward, and as it passes you by, it is going to obliterate the 4 Quadrillas following the general.
It's weird.
But at the same time, completely burn off his entire body. The next wave destroys his Harley, and you can see that the only thing that remains is going to be this jagged piece of metal that's going to be propelled in the same direction as you are. The railgun is rotating around, shooting in multiple directions, and you are the last one to be sent off. And you hover in the sky for 15 minutes before you're finally going to crash land in the middle of the sea. Safe, sound, and alive, but also alone. And that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Nice. Also, for reference, while at the railgun station, I'm just gonna switch to the Shadow World real quick and just like detonate the entire cavern. Basically, that's sort of what's happening in the other one as well now.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're detonating like the rest of the base behind you. So,
Yes.
congratulations!
From orbit, like, what the fuck?
You handled the scenario really well. I spent all of last night looking for the for the strongest shadow powers to make my characters super hard to kill. And they were hard to kill, and you still managed to get away from that situation. So, great job, everyone.
Just imagine if I was closer to the port with my grenades. I mean, remember Mitcha saying,
Oh,
"Yeah,
shit.
it's fine, just
No
flush the
comment.
grenades."
No, yeah, no. It's
Just
good.
imagine, you would have been closer to the port.
And so,
Yeah,
by the
It was
way,
nice to kept them for the cruiser.
that is the end of the mission. Theo, I believe you need to go real soon because it's 2 p.m. But everybody is leveling up, so we can do the level up between the game sessions. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see everybody next time.
Simon, can I... Oh, okay.
Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload the next episode of this story. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day, everyone.